Good Wednesday evening. Nathaniel here with another broadcast of the American Ricci Mahjong League, joined this time for comprehensive commentary from the duo of Dustin and Jeffrey. Jeffrey, and it's been a while since I've seen you in the commentary booth. Always love hearing your thoughts about the game. How's your season in B1 been going?
B1's been not so good so far. I'm having some weird luck of winning all of my non-ARML games, but losing all of my ARML games. But hey, we're hanging in there for now. Maybe the luck will turn around in the second half of the season.
Second half of the season is right. We're in session 3, so almost hitting that halfway mark. Dustin, you're doing pretty well in A1 so far, right?
Pretty well, but it should be better. I can't
Uh,
lie. I should be doing as good as Tess is doing right here.
yeah, looking at the
A
standings.
monster score.
229.5. Leading positions Carl and Luis up at the top of this division. Mark and Blaine falling behind, but have a lot to play for in this game. I'll let you two take it away.
All
All
right,
right.
starting with East 1, and Dora is the 8-so. Got a pair on the right hand side. Other than that, none of these hands look too exciting.
That is fairly exciting. Lewis with quite a high win rate. Oh, it's just over 4 games, but low value. But looking to change that with this Dora pair, hopefully. Pretty easily get this hand to Tanyo and just start pawning, going for 3,900 points, maybe even 8,000 if someone drops the Dora, but it can be used in pretty easily in two of the hands.
Yeah, I think everyone's looking to snag the remaining two. I think everyone would be pretty happy. Ooh, another 3-so. Yeah, we could quite quickly pawn this down, this Tanyo hand down. Be
Yeah,
a nice way to start. Tanyo door 2, good way to start.
the Sanzo was a good sign, but that
Well,
9 pin,
do we
it's
do
gonna
cheat toy now?
it's giving Cheatoy possibilities.
Yeah, as I say, I think we hang on to it for now. We can always drop out of it later if we decide we want to call. Or we could toy, of course, but that might be difficult.
Yeah, it would be, but I wouldn't hate it necessarily. Although with 1 9 pin already out, it's not great. More likely just a Tanya force. Or I feel like Lewis would be the kind of player to make the Toy force, but people would have to give him those tiles to actually call.
Yeah, they don't see it seems like those are tiles that people are gonna wanna hang on to, so I don't see them, but you never know. People might be racking up some sort of flush or something, and they just don't need those tiles, and they come out somehow. So, hand's not over till it's over?
Yeah, it is the most awkward sitting in Mark's hand. No connecting tiles yet. Oh,
Eat.
that's the pair up for the Cheeto. Immediately slams the Ricci on 2 pin. I would wait for something better. Honestly, it's not even Suji. It is Suji pair, which might be good enough for some people, but not for me. But now with the 3 3 pins coming out, Mark may very well throw that 2 pin next.
Yeah. I don't hate the 2 pin, but yeah, you'd usually that's not especially since you hadn't dropped any pin up until the 3 pin, it looks a little suspicious, but we'll see what happens.
And then that last 3 pin is out rather, so it feels like it's a matter of time, especially if Mark doesn't get anything else.
Right, of course.
And actually Mark could very easily fold out with triple one mon
Triple one, triple two,
or just the 4 mon right there. The one
and
saved by Blaine. But no one else is drawing that 2 pin.
yeah. Yeah, the other 2 pin is still out there somewhere. We could sumo it. That'll get us the win. Not yet.
Yeah, that
Ooh,
would
3
be
mon.
Hanemon.
Take the 5, yeah. 5 is safe.
Yeah,
Ooh,
it's like I wouldn't have taken that 2 pin, but he hasn't actually got anything better since then, so maybe there is some merit in just slamming the Ricci, but you'd probably expect to get something better than that.
I mean,
But
this early in
it's a
the
lot of
game,
4s
it's
and 5s.
oh, there's the 2 pin. I don't think that's gonna come out. Yeah, that's gonna stay right
Yeah.
there. So we're looking at Ryokuku probably.
Well, there's still the Haite.
Eh,
There's that one last 2-pin out there somewhere, but it's not for the Haite Sumo.
nope.
Just 3,010 by payment.
So we're gonna start out a little unexciting, but we'll see what these two has in store. And dealer hand, not terrible, not amazing.
I'd say it's all right.
It's workable for sure. If we get a couple of good early draws, yeah, 2 pen, we'll keep that. Let's see what else around the table. Nothing, nothing too inspiring. Our Dora's 7 pin. There's one in the dealers and one on the right, and both of the other players would like to pick up one.
Yeah, it is a good tile. The dealer is progressing pretty nicely. That 6-pin is pretty good, actually.
Yeah, keep it
Probably
for
for
now.
the
Jump to 9
9.
line. Yep, makes sense.
Yeah, you've like a Samenchan and a Ryanman in that pin shape. So the 7 so is a little awkward, but this could even have a Sanchoku, kind of. I'm not sure what the pair would be, but it's kind of there.
Yeah, we'd have to draw a different pair, but we'll see what happens. Now, unfortunately, is the part where you kind of where your hand tends to stall, looking for the 7 or a 5.
Right.
Each.
Oh, that is a Ricci on the Dora Kanchan.
Yeah, Ricci on the Dora Kanchan, hoping to draw the last one. Or no, sorry, there's 2 more.
Yeah, it's fast enough.
Well, there's one of
But
them.
yeah, it's
I mean, it's a first row Ricci, so no one knows exactly what you're waiting for, but since it's Dora, you're assuming you're probably gonna have to draw it. But it does uh at least put probably change how people play their hand when there's a Ricci on board. You tend to discard maybe slightly differently than you would if there's not a Ricci on board.
yeah, dealer could throw the 8 so, but with nothing better, you just play efficiently at this point, I feel like. 6 so, yeah, I don't really hate it.
Yeah, 6 seems like it's not too
And
bad.
perfect draw for the deal would be the 5 mon. You get Ricci, Pinfu, Tanyo, Dora. Ooh, this 4-pin
4. Do we
is
want the
nice.
4?
I think we do.
Can we drop? Yeah, we can drop the 7 because so you've seen 9 and 8, so 7 seems pretty safe.
Well, I don't think seeing the 9 and 8, it like helps a little. I don't think it helps that much. But it's also like if we draw an 8, we're not too likely to draw the 8 actually because of seeing those 8s.
Right.
But and having those 2 6s make the 7 a little bit safer.
And ooh, okay. The other hands are actually progressing. Ooh,
That
the 9. That's
I bel
not quite Tenpai, I don't think.
it is Tempai, but it's not a good one.
Oh, it is. Yep, you're right. It's the 6/6,
Yeah, with one of the 6s being the door
and one of
indicator.
the 6s is the door
And
indicator.
this is like where we could have argued to try and keep the 7 mon Wicked Slam for Ricci Pinfudora, but
Yeah, it doesn't feel great.
at this point, oh well,
I mean, 3 of the 9s are out. Oh well, there's the 5. Uh,
we'd be waiting on 5/8 mon, but we could have assumed him there. But it's like pushing that 6 was not particularly safe. The 7 was pretty safe, at least in comparison.
Yeah, let's see. There is one 6-mon, right? Yeah, there's still one 6-mon out
But that
somewhere.
last door is drawn by Mark. Not
Yeah,
quite tip by end there.
Dora.
Oh,
Oh, hey,
just
there it is.
Sumo. Well, Sumo Dora.
All right, so that's we're gonna win that hand as in addition to the Rikyoku payments from the first one, puts us in a nice first for now.
Yeah, securing the 6 as well is very nice, especially since the first one was originally yours.
All right,
Oh,
so we've got
Dora ankoed up from Mark on the right with a Yakuai pair.
Yakuhai pair looking to just call this down as quick as possible. There it is.
Yeah, with that Tuban, there's quite a bit of efficiency there. It's just
Yeah, we
the
can
rest of the hand needs a little bit of speed.
yeah. I was say we got the 7 so pair, but you almost don't want to call that in case. We'll have to see.
No, I think you can call it because of the 2-3-3-3
Yeah, you,
shape.
you, you can, but they could be well. It's kind of just depends on what we draw here, but so far it's just been honors that we don't want. Do we call? Okay, we are going to call the 789. So we're just going to call everything we can. It looks like.
Well, you have Dora 3, you have to.
Yep. Elsewhere on the board, actually across the way there, Carl has double 2 easts. Could call, try to finish out that hand off. We've got Anko of 5 so and 2 pairs, and could make a run for the win here.
Right.
And the
Um,
dealer hand needs a 3-pin, but well, a 3-pin and a 7-mon. So actually, we're quite slow. Ooh,
yeah,
another Anko for Carl.
I don't even know if I really want to keep that 2-mon around for the dealer, honestly. That
Yeah, I think
should exit right here.
yeah, that seems like the most likely play.
So it's a 6 so instead. It's really wanting to greet that Dora acceptance.
Yeah, wants to hang on to it just in case. I mean, we did have one extra tile, so we're just gonna drop the door acceptance last. Ooh, 3-pin. We got the Ipeco on the right.
I guess you could also say it's like a Sakigiri in a way, because the 6 is much closer to the middle, but eh, I guess it's not that big of a deal either way.
Do we even want the third 5-pin? We don't.
I feel like, oh yeah, I guess especially not with that Ipeco shape locked in.
Yeah, I was gonna say
And
we've
this
got
is
the
also one away from
Ipeco.
Chitoy.
Yeah.
But
There's
no, we take our Ricci Pinfu
yeah,
Ipeco,
right.
possible Tanyo.
Yeah, our Dora 3 hand is ready to win on the 2-5 so though, so
And
we can
5 so's can boost to the Ricci.
although 5 so
And
is
all
is
those
held.
5 so's in that hand, but it's also pretty tempting. It is actually Sanankui Shanten.
Mhm. See,
If
where
we had
are
that
2?
6-mon still, this would be Suankui Shanten, but just Sanankui Shanten. I don't
Yeah,
know.
just Sanako. Not dreaming big enough, apparently. Uh-oh. No, well, that we'll keep that. Hey, are we gonna reach you on the 3-pin only?
Well, we could just Dama, but it's confirmed Sanjaku if you want to throw the 6. But Damaing 3-pin's not even safe, but it's also pretty locked up. The dealer doesn't know that, but save yourself the stick.
Yeah.
No Tanya, Sumo Pinfu, Ipeiko, no Ura.
No,
But that gets Blaine above 30,000. Not quite into first place, but very close.
yeah, not quite, but in a good position for now.
Dealer can con turn 1, decides not to.
Yeah, let's see. Probably no, I probably wouldn't con turn one. I want to see at least one more shape before I consider it.
Yeah. I would for the fun factor. And the hand shape is almost good enough, so
Yeah, it's not bad, but I was like, I'd kind of like to see at least one more before I throw it out there. Let people know you have it.
oh, that penchant. I technically that is something, but oh, throwing the 3-mon, I guess.
Three. I probably would have just tossed the 9 back, but I don't hate that. It seems all right. Let's see, we've got some stuff on. Oh, we got some stuff on the left. Got a East pair and one Dora.
Yeah, probably looking for 2, 3, 4 Sanchoku, but they don't know
If
how
we
dead
can
it
get it,
is.
yeah, but the threes are not going to be coming out. See, that's another reason sometimes you kind of hang on to your con, not let people know you have it.
Yeah, now we're throwing the 9, 8 pin away, but now we're really wishing we actually had that 3-mon still. In a way, just because like this could technically shift to like a toy or even a chi toy. Oh no, don't tell me they're gonna draw a 2-pin.
Uh,
And they'll use all of those threes and there'll be no cons.
hey, then nobody knows. Everyone will be waiting for the 3-pin Conchon and won't be able to fill it. No, never mind.
Okay, no, the con has to happen at some point. Oh, this,
Yeah,
yeah,
we'll wait till
especially
we'll wait till we can wrench on. Get extra
you
points.
could do that, but it's a little slow, especially without a proper pair yet.
Not quite. Know what we're looking for though. Ooh, Formon.
Chi.
Are we gonna take that for? Yeah, we are gonna take that for the Tanyao. Try to make something of that hand. Okay,
Okay, well,
now we
there's our
got
pair.
yeah.
If we had that 3-mon, we'd have the Kansai Cheetoy, but it's not real. I hate to break it to people who like it, but we don't live in Kansai. This is America.
Yeah, unfortunately, they have to be unique pairs, I believe is the official term.
Oh, now Lewis. Yeah, won't have to worry about that 3-pin con with that 5-pin fill, I believe.
Yeah, do we? Yeah, it seems like the 2 comes out. Yep.
Although I guess if you end up on the 3, 6-pin weight, I guess you would be worried about it.
Yeah, because we see 2 of the 6s, so looks like the weight is dying pretty quickly. Ooh, there's the 7 we want, but
Chi.
do we take it?
I uh I I
Mm.
guess.
Well, Mark says yes anyway. Mark's gonna take it, and we'll
But
have to wait
importantly, the
for.
Setsu console. But
Yeah,
okay.
we'll have to wait for to draw a new tile before we can con. But yeah,
Oh, but yeah, it gets away from the sad weight by having the 3-sided weight. Oh, doesn't con.
doesn't con yet.
Con from Ishanten. It is not a great Ishanten.
Sumo.
But okay. We saved the extra payment. There could have been a Dora 4.
Yeah,
Well,
you never know. We're gonna play
good to avoid the con.
maybe more of a cautious player, waiting to the very last minute to con, and then there's other people who are like, I have 4 tiles, I must con. I tend to play a little bit safer, but uh, I know the viewers at home like the immediate con.
It is very stylish.
It's stylish when it's not your points you're playing with. I'll put it. I guess I'll put it that way. All right, and this hand, dealer's hand's looking pretty good here. The only thing we're missing,
Kind of,
yeah,
but it's
it's not as a cheap hand, but
well, this could be very expensive. It's just a little, well, it's not quite there.
Yeah, we would need some specific draws, but if you're happy just taking a dealer Tanyo and getting a repeat, I mean, we could finish this hand pretty quick here.
Well, this, I guess it might even be a Ricci only, technically,
Or a reach only.
but
I
it
mean,
should
points.
be fairly likely to be Ricci Pinfu at the very least.
Yeah. I mean, points are points. Sometimes just the quick 1000. You don't know what somebody else is cooking up in their hand.
I guess you could even shift to Tanyo here, but I don't think so.
Ooh, good draw there for. We needed that.
And Blaine gave up the 7 so early. I don't know if that 8 so was also there. I would assume not, because you'd want to use the Dora. It's a little sad to not have that Rionman, but Blaine does have a pretty good Ishanten, actually.
Yeah.
And the pawn from Lewis throwing the 8 so, planning to possibly Dora Tonki, or just doesn't really want the Dora.
Probably column A, column B.
Yeah,
Okay,
throws
yeah.
the 9 so before it gets too dangerous. Keeps a tune for the safe tile.
Yeah, speaking of Dora, we do have one showing on the left. And there's our Yaku to go with it. So now we're just missing 2 5-year-on men and then a 3 or a 1. Or 7 mon, of course. The dealer's still struggling to make progress now.
Yeah, it's keeping these shapes. It's not great.
It just hasn't gotten any good advancement tiles.
Oh, there's the Dama Tempai for Tanyo Ipeku Pinfu for Blaine.
Yeah, because those are all outside tiles, so it also makes people maybe not want to drop outside
Reaching.
tiles.
The Karagiri Ricci. But it's also around your way. I don't know. I would just Sumagiri at that point. And now we're gonna get chased by the dealer.
All right, here
Is
we go.
that a dealing? Oh, I guess yeah. No matter the choice, that is a dealing though. The pot's timing mechanic is just too strong. Any Ura? Not
No,
quite.
so just a Mongon, but hey, I mean, I'm not going to complain
Yeah,
about a
and I guess
Mongon.
that Ipatsu didn't actually add any value, but with just one Ura, it could have.
Ooh, that was an interesting hand there. Whose is that? Carl's hand? 1, 2, 3, 4. Starting with 4 pairs?
4
4 callable
pairs.
pairs.
Yeah, that's a toy hand if I have ever seen one.
Yeah. That would be tempting.
Okay, we fill in our bad shape. This 4-6 Kachan as the dealer. We still need a pair.
Yeah, it depends on what Monzo we draw.
that backfire on the door drop the first
Oh,
turn. It's like
yeah.
you got to give yourself a little bit of time there, especially when you have like that's. I didn't quite read that as, or I read that as 2 sequences in the mon. That's not quite 2 sequences.
No, not quite 2 sequences. So it could be our pair, but it kind of depends on what we draw. But yep, there's our first call.
And Blaine does keep the 9 so, draws a 7 so it can still be used.
There's our second call. All right, there's a Dora on the right. We'll keep that. Fits nicely in that hand. In fact, we have most of our shapes on the right. We just need to finish filling in, it looks like.
On the right, that's a lot of filling in.
It's not great, but
Blaine draws a
Yeah.
third 4-mon, throws out the Dora. Honestly, lucky that it wasn't the Ron or anything. Especially that threw it out just in time.
Mm-hmm.
The 6-9 so wave. The 9 is the Dora, but twice. Oh, thrice out, thrice out.
Yeah.
You gotta hold the door, Blaine. It's right there.
I mean, not too bad overall. Only 2 Han, but in fact, we haven't even dropped out of first yet. We're still in first.
Right, but those
But
3 door
yeah,
could have been ours.
yeah,
That's a Mongon hand. We're in
yeah. Well,
good
the problem is
shapes.
you threw one and it was safe, and then you threw the second one and it was safe, and so I mean, then you just get it in your head that it's a safe tile to drop. But that's not how it works. Now, when other people are discarding tiles as well. All right, dealer does have a Dora, but it's way out away from everything,
Yeah,
and
it's
the rest of the shapes aren't bad. If we can get another mod connector,
Boom.
you could very easily go for the Dorotanki on the sand.
we could go for the Dora Tonki. Do we
Carl with the
need to
2
though?
Yakuai
Boom.
pairs surely will call.
Yeah,
Slims down the pin shape, so we have this Ryankan Ryaman Ishantan. But being this far behind, I guess Carl's not far behind in the standings. But I mean, it makes sense in a way. It just feels sad to just get 2K with 2 Yakuai pairs.
yeah, but if we don't take the calls, then our hand is very slow. So
Right. Of course we
it's
take the
like,
calls. It's
yeah, it feels sad, but you kind of have to get at least get some points.
yeah. It's like I feel like if we were gonna throw the 6 pin, we could have kept the 8 mon around longer for that door acceptance, but maybe well now we can take the sad tempai. Do we? No. But now if in that case, if we're gonna do that, we'd really have loved that 6 pin and that 8 mon. I guess we couldn't have had all of those, but
Yeah, sometimes the order in which you throw your tiles can come back to bite you.
that's why you have to discard with purpose.
Well, sometimes you discard with purpose. It was the wrong purpose, but you didn't know it at the time.
That's why you have to think ahead.
Oh, 2 mon. Okay.
Okay, Shaw 5 pin. That's pretty acceptable actually.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's pretty good.
Shaw isn't even out yet.
Shaw's not out yet, which
But
does make it suspicious, but also not suspicious.
no, it's very suspicious, especially with the way this is cut. The one so at the beginning,
Sumo.
it doesn't
Oh,
even
never
matter.
mind.
Just sumo.
Yeah, we'll just sumo and take our 3,000 points now, or sorry, 3 Han hand,
Yeah, with the extra
5,200 points.
foo, that's pretty good actually.
Yeah, that turned out to be pretty good. All right, moving on to South 3 and Mark's second dealership. This is a very interesting start.
Yeah, it feels good, but not at the same time. But with that
Well,
two so
that
fill in, it's looking pretty good.
yeah. Now we're pretty happy. I mean, if we could get the 5 mon, that'd be perfect. Okay, and then elsewhere, mm, anything inspiring? Not too much.
There could be the Dora pair force uh in Carl's hand, but hmm. It also kind of wants to be 456 or 345 Sanjaku, but it's not
Yeah,
really tilted either way yet.
yeah. Looking for some guidance from the draws. Although it looks like Blaine's hand is shaping up pretty well. Gotta wait there. Yeah, or
Kind
middle.
of.
The middle so is a little awkward.
Just all of the so is awkward actually.
Yeah. You see a lot of so and you think that they have to be connected somehow, but now that when you really look at it, it's like, no, those are actually all disconnected from each other, kind of. Oh, a 666. Don't really want to get rid of the 5.
Yeah, throws 4 mon. I think.
Ormond seems fair. 5/8, and then we have a 6 pair. That way we get to keep the Dora. Makes sense to me.
Okay, now this could even, if you really want the points, you could even take this to the 5, 6, 7 Sanchiku.
Eh, seems like a stretch to me.
I think that is what they're going for that 6 mon drop, though.
Could be, could be.
Otherwise, you'd want to keep that 5, 8 mon acceptance. Yeah,
Chi.
Let's see. 1 pin, nope. 2 mon. Does that help? Eh. Maybe more than the 1/3 is.
Chi.
Gonna drop the 7 instead.
yep. There's that Tanya. Well, not even Tanya. It's just Sanchoku Dora. It's a
Yeah,
little.
Sanshoku Dora.
But it is opening power, but it just feels sad to have that kind of value with this hand.
Yeah, I'd rather reach with that hand, but sometimes it's just not gonna happen.
It could still slide to Tanya though.
Could slide to Tanya if we get our. Let's see, we need
That
a
6-0 has to be coming right out. Okay, not yet. Surprisingly,
9. Oh well, now it's connected.
it is, but it could be Furiton, but it is better than that Penchon
Yeah,
or
it's
Kanchan
still.
rather.
Yeah, it's just like it's still better than the 1/3.
Home.
Okay, I guess we're going Tanya.
Yeah, pawn 9 mon 9 mon. It's not bad. Kind of lets you get into Tempai fairly
Yeah,
safely.
or just
Chi.
temp.
You
Yeah,
take
just
that
trying to get into
chi.
tempi for the K10.
Yep, doesn't even have to worry about Furiton on this one because all of the 9 pins are out,
Yep.
and that 6 pin.
There's a 6. It's not connected, but do we throw it? We've got an. We've got a. Let's
I
see.
guess we could delay with 2 mon
Yeah, 2 mon maybe.
if we think. Yeah, we
Yeah.
do delay.
Pin, 2 pin.
Oh, but if we're cheating
Chi.
that, I don't. No, there it is.
Yep, now we're
Gone.
dealing.
Oh, it's Sanjaku as well.
Yep, Shonshoku Tanya. Which puts us at, let's see. Interesting score line for all last.
Yeah, that direct hit got Lewis the first place over Blaine.
Yeah, but no one's that far. I mean, a decent hand here puts another person over 30. So anything could happen, I think, at the end of this hand.
Yeah, easier said than done. The hands are not looking great outside of the dealers.
Oh, I was gonna say the dealer's hand is pretty nice. We've got our pair Rionman. Hey, we're one away from Tempai.
Yeah, you could even like.
I might throw the 5/7 here. Yep.
Oh yeah, it is.
Now we've
uh,
got a couple of different options we could go because we could draw Chitoy, we could
We
draw
could draw
Ponyo.
Chitoy, but we could also just draw Rion Peiko.
Yeah, we could draw Rion Peiko. Like I said, options. And let's see. Anyone else got a. Okay, Lewis's hand is also not terrible here. In fact, that's also. Well,
That
it's going to be pairless.
that is, yeah,
Yeah.
headless Tempai. But you just need
Each.
to win. The Ricci does
Yeah,
put
can
you
we wait on.
temporarily in second, but
I mean, the 1 mon wait seems pretty good. And then that gets us a first.
kind of, but because it's near the door indicator, like someone might think you have a 2-2-3 drop. So
Oh yeah, that's true. That's
the
true.
one mon just looks like dangerous in a way.
It is near to Dora, so maybe a little less of an auto throw, but we'll see what happens. Of course, we just
There's that
threw
Dora's
Dora.
out. Yeah. And that Ricci did make the dealer throw the south. Otherwise, could have had the Chitoi Tempai if they really wanted it. Oh, that is Tempai.
That is a Tempai.
It's not a great one, but it is Tempai. It's Tanya Tempai.
I
I
mean,
don't think we Ricci.
can we throw the 4-pin?
We could. 5-on's also it's not Kasuji. It's
Yeah, I was
perfectly
gonna say I think
acceptable.
5-pin's a little safer than the 4-pin, but
But could have been 2 Onkos. Though it's kind of awkward.
yeah,
Oh, there's a sumo.
there's the sumo for the win.
Chi sumo and one
Oh, and we
Ura.
throw an on top just to tack on a few more points. So that'll be that game completed.
Yeah,
Gonna
that
put
Kaburi payment, I believe.
yeah, that puts Lewis on top, almost 25 points, and Blaine in second, the 9.3.
All right. Luis with that still high win rate, even lower dealing rate, almost 100 points. Looking pretty good.
Yeah, really, yeah, 35% win rate. Yeah, that's won't complain about that. 25% Ricci rate. Wow. All right, let's see. Do we have? It looks like there's an A2 match going on.
Yeah, let's hop into that.
Yeah, seems good to me. Yeah, here we go. Looks like they're in East 2. And while we're getting everything switched over, let's look at the hands here. I see lots of pairs in the dealer's hand.
Too many pairs.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, you're one away from Tenpai, and it's still
It'll at
first
least
row.
be Tanya as well at this rate.
Yeah, and Tanya as well. And then let's see. Oh, there's also a lot of pairs on the left here. 5, 6, 9. So 4 pairs there.
Notably, one of the Dora, but there's only one more left in the wall.
Yeah, only one more door left. Actually, everyone's kind of approaching Tenpai here at the end of row 1. It's going to be a little bit of a fight, I'm feeling.
Okay. Kenyon could have held on to the possibility of maybe a toy, maybe a flush, but those a 5-pin pair because it's the least good pair there, I suppose. You may not see this 1 4-pin weight coming.
Yeah, 2 1s are already out as well. So
Ooh, we throw the 5, so
5,
I
so
guess that's fine.
yeah.
I think I would actually like the 3-pin here.
Oh, but there's the tile that we needed across the way, so we'll wait on the 2 mon.
Or if we're gonna go away from Chitoy, then 7-pin.
Yeah, drop the extra 7 pin.
This Tumon Kanchan could have had the Sanzo Penchon, but not a believer. This does get Kenyon to fold out 2 of the pays, though.
All right. That's still not Tempai.
Not quite. Throws 4-pin. I guess that's not even safe. I think I would like throw like
The 8.
the 8. The 8 feels okay. I
Yeah.
guess the 6 is also okay.
I mean, we're
But
holding out
I'm sure
hope for
there's a
the.
better choice, but
I guess we're hoping for the Ipeco draw, but
yeah.
Gee.
We could also just pawn the 7-pin there for Tanya Wimley, but we do not. I wouldn't hate it though, especially since you could throw Genbutsu, but this is quite possibly a valuable
Sumo.
hand, but nope, just Sumo.
yeah, never mind. We did get our 2 Mon in the end, or a 2. Makes that a Mongon hand.
Now you're paying the Kavri, because you didn't take Tempai. Otherwise, someone else would have drawn that Tumon. But you never really know. It could be like that, but
All right, and then this dealer hand. Hey, not too bad. Just missing a Dora. If we could draw a
not too
Dora.
bad, but not too great either.
Yeah.
I don't know if we had a South pair at the beginning. It was just a little awkward, but
No, it didn't have the South pair. Drew a second one.
Home.
it's a little unfortunate. But it's East round anyway, so we don't really care.
Yeah, it's East round. Didn't really don't really need it. We want Tanya value out of the hand, you know? Don't need it.
Right.
And then okay, but we did get the East on the right. Michael's hand. In
Yeah,
fact,
nice 7-pin
that's
fill-in.
one away from Tempai.
Chi.
And there it is. So we're
Right.
looking for
Gee.
the 6, 3, and 9, so 3-sided weight on that one.
Yeah, just for 1,000, but we're already in the lead, so we don't really need more than that.
Yeah, not too worried about it.
Gee.
And that 9, not yet. It's our save tile
Yeah,
eventually.
9 doesn't come out.
I guess. Yeah.
Now it comes out, right? No,
No,
because we can
no.
throw the 1. Yeah, we can still throw the 1 back. Yep. 3 pin.
I mean, it's about as even.
Now we can drop the South. Yep. 5.
Oh, dealer. Oh, that.
I don't even know if I want that.
No,
I
I
think I throw
think
that back.
you do want that. It's just a little awkward though.
Yeah.
Wrong.
Oh,
We don't.
there's
Yeah,
the
that's true. We
dealer.
had an extra 3. Oh, never mind. 9 did end up coming out in the end, as we assumed it would.
Yeah, it did take a little bit, but it's just 1,000, so not that big of a deal.
Not that big of a deal. Just advancing the game. Don't mind me. I'll take my turn at dealer now.
Throwing the tune, we've no heart. There's no confirmed Daisongan if you unconfirm it. Or even not wanting Daisongan. Like, I would throw the 7-9 Kanchan.
Or at least the 9.
Of course, the 9, yeah.
Yeah.
But now we have an excuse for a normal hand, but like, are we gonna like Ricci 5 Mon Kanchan if we fill that in? I don't know.
Seems like a stretch. Alright. Actually, speaking of Dora, I do not see. Okay, yeah. Nope. There's one there and one there. So no pair up yet.
Okay, now we got Turiyama and Ishanta for just Ricci only.
Yeah, we could take. Well, if we ever get an 8, so
Home.
then we could pawn. Oh, never mind.
Or just pawn that.
I'm gonna pawn that, and then okay. So we're gonna be looking for a pair. I see.
Well, pair is just 9, so pretty much. But with this headless shape, we could accept 6-7 mon, 4-5 pin.
Oh, right. Yeah, drop the extra. What am I thinking? Ha. 5. So
Yeah,
I'm
like
thinking 4 mon. Okay.
I
Yeah, we
guess it's
did.
fine to just win quick here.
Yeah. I mean, again, we're dealer and we're ahead, so not too worried about it. Okay. 4 so. Okay, so that is Ipeco and then a 2-3. And then I guess waiting on the west pair in the end.
Oh yeah, just keeping that emotional safe tile made us lose out on our pair, as well as even the possibility of a flush. I really hate that 7 so drop. But now we're just gonna deal in anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, Dylan on the 8. We can forget that hand. It never happened. Hey, another 1,500 points. And we get to be dealer again. And okay, yep, that's also a hand.
Yep, triplet of 6 pin, the 5 mon Conchon needs filling, and we got a tune pair up. Could have another fast but cheap hand here.
Another fast but cheap hand. Hey, you string enough of those together, suddenly you're way out in front, and everyone's going, "What's happening?"
Right. But if we just fill in this 5 mon, it might not be that cheap, especially if someone deals in Chun on Ipatsu.
Yeah, could use that right around now, but not yet. It's not gonna happen yet.
Still 3-5
Looking
mon
elsewhere. Ooh,
available.
6-7, 6-7, 8 across the way. They're available.
Yeah, could even throw the green dragons to get Tanyo, possibly Pinfu.
Yep.
Actually, could you? Well, no. You'd run out of blocks.
Yeah, I don't think we'd want to do that. I mean, I think we could, but that's quite far away.
I guess you draw a 5 pin, then you could get a Pinfu and
Right.
Tanyo. Okay, we got a
Yeah.
5 mon Kanchan.
Okay, we're gonna
Surely we're not gonna
encore.
reach you.
Yeah,
Yeet.
no.
Oh, we
Oh, we
we
are.
are
Okay.
immediately. You can wait a little bit. Not
Yeah,
even for like Ryama necessarily, but also Sananko. You can wait a little bit.
yeah, Sononko
Like you
or
don't even know where the Dora are. Adora's another improvement we could have waited for.
yeah,
We didn't
Dora.
get the Dora immediately, but I do
Yeah,
not like
you could
this.
wait like a good like 2 or 3 turns just to see if you get anything, and then Ricci if it's not if you didn't get what you or you didn't see something you liked. But Michael says, "Nope, I'm gonna go ahead and go now. I'm in the lead. I'm the dealer. Everyone has to respect me. I'm just gonna Ricci." And so everyone's mostly dropping safe here. Not looking to contest yet.
Yeah, they don't really have hands for contesting, especially this
Yeah.
board.
So we're just gonna
So Ricky was the
shift
closest.
around a bit.
That
Yeet.
actually, yep, there it is. 6-9. So
Yeah, did draw what we need
Richi
and has
Hatsu, possible Sanchoku.
yeah. So seems like a good hand to try to fight with.
Both of these are
Is
near the
the
door
same.
though, but the 9 so is safe to the dealer, Ricci. It might come out if someone has nothing better.
There's a 6, but it's not coming out.
Still 2
Uh,
5 mon and yeah 2. Oh well, it does win. I don't know if it deserved to win, but it won.
Yeah, drew the 5 from the rich player drew the 5, had to throw it. So we'll get more points for dealer. And another hand. And this one's not as good.
But that 7 mon
The
really
7
fills in
mon,
nicely.
yeah, that 7 mon really helps. We really needed that tile.
We could keep the
We
9
still got
so to possibly look at
some
the
work.
Sanjaku.
Yeah. But if we get the 8, we've already got that. I don't know. Well, we could throw the 2 mon for now and hang on to the 9, see what happens. That's true.
So the 2 does allow us to get more Riyaman possibilities.
All right, and then let's see. Ooh, red Dragon Dora.
Yeah, Ricky building for a flush.
Yeah, looking for a flush.
Does have 4, well, it's 5 solid enough blocks for it. We're still in
Mhm.
East round, so
Yeah,
we
and
could
did pick
pawn
up
the
the
East.
east. Yeah, it did pick up the east. So we got a decent shot at it here. And well, meanwhile, Irie is just discarding Kokoshi.
That happens sometimes.
Yeah,
But the
it
remaining
happens a
tiles
lot
of
of
the
times.
hand is looking pretty good.
Yeah.
Just need to fill in the Sanzo.
Yeah, need the Sanzo, and we're in pretty good shape. Two pen, don't need it.
But dealer is looking pretty good for this hand, though.
Yeah, we still need another. Well, does that? Nope, that doesn't. Well, do we want that?
It can
Well,
help.
yeah, the 8's most likely our pair, so we can throw the 9 for now. This could be an interesting wait here if we draw the right thing. See if we draw a 6 mon, we've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Well, no, your weight would just be 5/8, so.
Oh no, wait, yeah. Sorry, I was blurring together a little bit. There we go. Okay.
I think to get an interesting weight in the Monzu, you'd have to draw some other Monzu, but I don't really see it. I'm sure it's helpful, but it doesn't really feel that way. I'd actually probably take the safe tile of the Hatsu here.
Three pen doesn't help. 4 pen.
Oh, Irie, threw away the Conchon. She should know.
Threw it away and then
Good.
drew the missing tile immediately, and happens more often than you hope.
But I understand the greeting for the flush, but it's also a little slow. But people are discarding a lot of pins.
People are discarding pins.
Now we're not backing off of Tenpai, but this, yeah, Hanitsu only feels bad.
Feels bad. I mean,
Well,
I guess if somebody throws east, you could wait on a pair.
No, at this point, no. Michael's just gonna fold
Probably wouldn't
out.
want to. Yeah.
リーチロン
No, we are
There's a
gonna.
run.
Yeah, we are gonna try to reachy that hand, but that deals us into the hat flush. But that does mean we get to continue into South round now. So half the game is over. Only one person over 30k right now, but no one's true far gone yet. So
Yeah, Irie getting that south pawn has the Dora penchant. A bit of a long shot, but you could kind of see a flush there, especially if you draw the White Dragon. But one White Dragon cut, but the others are still available. No,
no,
we'll
just has
probably
to go
just
with it.
look to get win rate.
Yeah, just wants to win this hand and get a repeat.
I wouldn't hate just keeping the White Dragon around, throwing one so though.
And so or the 2-pin.
I do hate throwing the 2-pin over the one so though. If we've decided not to flush already.
Okay. 7. Okay, North has gone. Yep. Makes sense. 7, 8. Bunch of messy hands. Lots of pairs all around.
One away for the dealer now. See, it's 3 mon, 5 mon, or 5 so,
Ooh, a
3
door
6
pickup
so.
for Kenyon there, though.
Oh,
Drop one of our pairs.
so Michael, yeah, threw away the 8 so from the 7-8 Riemann. I guess believes the hand has to be cheat toy. I can respect it. I hate it, but I can respect it. But at the same time, yeah, you draw like an Anko like this. It's like, oh, maybe this could have been a normal hand.
Eh,
Maybe not.
yeah. There's another pair for Kenyon after having dropped a pair.
I'm thinking a lot about this one. Karagiris the 6-pin.
Yeah.
Okay, finally, Tempai for dealer if we take it. The 5 mon Kanchan. And we do. But
Yeah,
there
5
are
on
quite a
Kanchan.
few improvements here.
Yeah, we get, let's see, a 7 or 2.
Or
Oh,
just
no.
sumo.
Or we can just sumo the first go around. 3,000 points.
And we have
And a
very
new, a
nice shapes
new,
here.
a new fresh hand, and yeah, very nice hand. We've got the pair, we've got 2 completed shapes, we just need a connector tile, and we're good to go. In fact, if we could get the 5 pin or the 5 so, we'd be really happy because then we could accept Dora.
Right. 7 so is also similar. Or just draw the door
Or
itself.
just draw the Dora. That works
Yeah.
too. You can drop the 2 pin. Yep, there we
Ryankan,
go.
Ryamani, Shantan, not bad.
Yep. All right,
Oh.
looking at Ricky's hand, we drew an Onko. We have West and North. Unfortunately, those are the ones that aren't scoring, but maybe we can do something else with that hand. And then Kenyon was looking like half flush, but then we drew a second 7 mon. So now we're rethinking that decision.
Yeah, I think as Ricky, you could entertain a flush, but. So the 9 so isn't too good, but at this point,
It looks like we got 3
I would
players
keep it over
looking
the
at.
6 mon.
Looks
Although I
like we
guess
got
you
3.
could.
Looks like we got 3 players looking at Chi Toy. Actually, is what it looks like.
Yeah. It's Ricky possibly keeping the 6 mon for the Nakasuji trap, but just throws it out anyway.
Yeah, see another pair.
We could take the Cheetah Shantan. We could also just start pawning things.
Yeah, someone could start poning. Okay, yeah, now we've got 2 Onkos. So yeah, now we're looking at Toy Toy or
Yeah.
Suanko. That's an option, I guess.
I would have thrown the 5 so away just because I guess it's like you could accept the Dora, but are you really gonna shy away from the Ankos at this point?
Ooh, the 1 mon, but we don't have a backup pair.
It just has to come out. It doesn't have to if you believe in Dorotanki. You just believe you're just gonna draw another one and
It
get the 5/8
might.
Ryamen.
No, we're gonna commit to
Oh,
that, and then
she just knew. She just knew.
yep, and there's a follow-up Ricci.
But that cheat toy
Oh man, is that gonna be
having pairs
a
of her
deal
weight.
in? No, not quite. Never mind, not it wasn't Tenpai.
Even if it is, I guess you have to with that value, and it
I
would
mean,
be a good weight.
half flush, and yeah,
But it's two Richi's.
it is
You
two
kind of
Ricci's. Yeah, definitely don't con that. Yep.
okay. Toy Toy Tenpai.
Yeah, Toy Toy Tenpai on completely live. Oh,
Shaw one pin.
what you're showing anyway, completely lively.
Richi Door 2 and the Ura one for Mongon from Irie, hitting a crucial hand into first place.
Yeah, a race to finish that handoff, and the dealer's the one who wins it.
Yeah, not even like you could say it's like hindsight, but reaching that Tonki hand from first place is like kind of leaving yourself very vulnerable.
It's kind of one of those. It feels good in the moment, but then when you look back at it, you're like, maybe that wasn't the smartest decision. But you never know.
Right. I wouldn't hate it if the Dora was less usable, but that Dora was very usable, and Irie just knew exactly what she was going to draw.
Apparently so. All right, we gonna call. Yep, we are gonna call the South. Hoping to pair up that green Dragon Dora.
Yeah,
Make that a really nice hand. Might have to throw it, but we'll hang on to it a little bit longer.
now especially with the Sanzo Anko up, the green dragon is just going to be your winning tile.
Yep.
Irie is a fellow Sanzo enjoyer. She just knows that Sanzo is a good sign, especially when you have a triplet of it.
Yeah, and the one though, I mean, the 3 pin or the 1 2 waiting on the 3 isn't great, so it's probably just as bad to wait on that as Green Dragon Dora. One so.
It doesn't keep the one so though. At this point, you might as well go for the flush.
Yeah, I was like, I would have hang on to the 1 so, drop the 9 pin.
Like 9 pin isn't even safe. One so is at least safe to one person.
1 so. Hey, speaking of 1 so, we'll take that. One away from Tenpai now. Pin West. Do have 2 Ankos
That
in Kenyon's hand. What are we
Kenyon's
gonna
hand is
do?
very efficient looking.
Yeah. Need a 3/6 puts us in a good weight.
Kenyon could also end up on the Dorotonki. Irie could take Tempfire, but surely not for 15 plus 6.
I
Oh,
mean,
she does though.
we are in
But
first.
we are in first, but
Yeah.
okay, I guess having the green dragon dropped a few turns before, it's understandable, but
Yeah, once out, we're in first.
feels bad. But we have plenty of upgrades to a good weight. Kind of. They are depleting though.
Yeah, not as good. Yeah, not as good as you'd think.
6-0. That's 6-0 no Yaku Tenpai on
Right.
the right.
Yep. Yep. As I say, that puts us in Tenpai. Are we going to take that? Yep. 2-5.
We get our weight improvement and we get a throw Genbutsu. We could have also been waiting on Genbutsu, but that's 7 so Tonki.
7 so Tonki. Interesting. Well, isn't last and wants to make something happen here.
right? Does get the dealer to fold. Would have dealt in unless they switched.
Let's see. What can we drop? 7. Yep. And we drew another one. So we're good now.
And we could have just smoothed the 6 so if we reached it earlier, but you never know that. It
Yeah,
was it was looking pretty bad.
yeah.
Although the Dora were on the table, so it's like it wouldn't be the worst thing to reach with knowing where the Dora are. That would just
Oh, hey. Oh, no, not high never mind.
Tanya.
It was close. Just Tanya instead. We were one off from the high tea.
But perfectly acceptable result for Irie to only lose that few points as the dealer.
Yep. Still in first by, let's see, 4,200. Somewhat comfortable, but we'll see what happens. The other hand has a loose Dora we want to do something with.
Yeah, we're throwing the 3-1 first, which it's pretty bad efficiency wise, but this I could see this as a possible play for a half flush, throwing our more middle tiles earlier, but it's a little bit of that backfire, drawing a 3-1 yet again.
Yeah, here's the wall taunting you. You sure you didn't want that 3?
It's like that 6-8-9, never really want that 9 unless you want to keep it for safety later.
Ooh, nice 6 pen. Yep,
But
now
now we
just
could also
run
just
it.
take Ishanten.
Yep. So now we can call. No, wait.
No, we can call. It's like we can call south. It's
Yeah,
aiming for Dorotanki
right.
or a flush. Both the
Dorotanki or
same
flush.
value.
Right.
Oh, I mean, eh,
No, no, because yeah, now you have 2 Ryanmans, I guess.
I guess, but
But yeah, I'm more like, I would have held out for the.
maybe it's like Sakagiri, right? Because we know, like, it's very usable door. No one's just gonna like throw that out. So
Yeah, that's true.
unless we just happen to pair it up, our value is in the flush. So we throw it now, so it doesn't deal in that Tuso, just a no Yaku Tempai.
Yeah, no, Yaku was looking for a better weight on that hand or an upgrade.
Is it just Tuso? I believe so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just Tuso right now.
I guess knowing where all the Thusos are, I wouldn't hate it. And oh, you're gonna
Oof.
regret not taking it probably. At this point, like you can I mean the Hatsu doesn't help that much,
Yeah,
but
Hatsu, you
it's
just
like
gotta. Mm.
I think knowing where all the Sanzos are, or most of them, I wouldn't have hated taking it.
Alright, there we go, back to the half flush. But we're still not Tenpai. We need one more draw here.
Okay, there's our Tempai.
Yep,
1-4 pin.
that'll work. 1 4 pin, 2 ones are out.
Okay, 5-8 pin for Ricci, Pinfu, Dora. Okay, we can switch here, but we are waiting in Butsu. The two's not much that, or not much safer than the 3, so we'll just wait on Gambutsu. 9 pin comes out from
And
Irie first.
yep,
Also
there's
safe to the dealer. The 1 pin, I guess 7 mon should come out first.
yeah, 7 mon will come out before the 1 pin.
That's also safe to both of them.
Yep.
Oh, this call from
7.
Kenyon. Not sure what that's about.
Yep. Oh, 1 mon just dropped, so we're good.
I guess might have been trying to lock in the Itsu, but forgot about the swap calling.
Oh yeah, I've done that before, where you're like, "Oh, this is perfect," and then you're like, "Wait, no, wait, I can't drop that tile." Oh, we did drop the 1 pin in the end. Oh, so that's gonna drop first place.
It
Down,
is
down
well
to a tie.
tied first place,
Yep,
but
tie for first place. Yeah.
we still have that 7 bond, which is safe to both of the hands. So
Might have just missed it for some reason, or
yeah,
a misclick. It happens.
it happens to the best of us.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not
It costs.
sure if the hand was still playable in a sense. So I think it was in a shape, but you never know.
Ooh, a con of 7 mon. But we're drew that to start with, but we're gonna hang on to it. Play defensively.
Okay, Hatsu pair up for the dealer. It has 2 conchons though. It can use a little bit of work, but we are keeping all of the dragons available. That white one is likely to die very soon.
Yeah. 9 mon. Might hang on to that for a little bit. White's twice cut, but we're gonna hang on to it as a safe towel, I guess. South is twice cut now as well.
Home.
We do have our Hatsu now, but this hand is just a mess still.
Yeah, it's still not good. I mean, we have our Yaku sorted out. That's step 1. Now we just got to sort out all of the other steps.
Yeah, I feel like we throw the one so now, but I feel like it could have gone a lot earlier, especially if we're like aiming to get several Yakuai, which I do want with a hand shaped this bad. Like we're calling here, we got 2 conchons and no pair. I mean 2 conchons, 2 Rion, but I don't know. This
I mean, what
is
else are you gonna do? I mean,
well, we could not keep the penchon in the first place. So
well,
if
that's
there is a Ricci, we at least have something to throw out.
ooh, 2 pin. I mean, which one do we get rid of? Pinzu or the Sozu? Neither. We're gonna
Neither.
hold on to both of them. All right. We're gonna go pairless. Okay.
But I think I would have done 2 3 pin.
2 3 pin. I concur.
Okay, now we're 2 conchon Ishaten. 2 conchons and no pair. We at least like look like a flush kind of, so
Yeah,
we
I was
can
just like
like
the only thing you really got
we
going
can
for
scare
you.
people
Yeah.
from throwing any soap. But this is so bad. Like imagine if we had this pair of South. Like we could maybe actually have a flush, but
I mean, we could have held on to the 7 so and went for it all, but I guess not.
well, we need the South pair on top of that. But
Well, that's true. That's true. Oh,
is this
red.
hand even gonna get? Well, I guess if people are thinking this is a flush, they will throw out the tiles. We
Yeah,
need
they're
a
gonna.
chi, but it's so bad.
Yeah, it's still bad.
Doesn't matter. Is that? Oh no, Yaku.
Yeah, no
Just
Yaku on that. So
chi
drop
anyway.
the what? No.
Oh,
Okay.
there's a
There we go.
Tepai.
Buy on the 4 Montanki. Oh hey, look, there's the 5. We just won. Nope, still no Yaku. All right.
No.
Um,
We throw the 4.
Okay, we'll go
But
for
yeah,
the
I
three
mean,
pin
3
now.
pins looking pretty good. 4 pins pawned.
4 pins pawn, fives have
But
come
like,
out.
if you're paying attention to the drops, like, what the hell is going on here? Is that? Oh no,
Chaos.
the 3
That's what's going on.
pin. You can
No,
take
don't throw it.
tempai here,
Yeah, don't throw it. No.
but I mean, it's
Oh.
just 15 plus 3. But this hand really won like this.
All right. Chaos wins
I
out. Chaos wins
hate
out in the
this.
end. All right. Hey, look at this. This is actually a better starting hand. All right.
Yeah, less nonsense.
Yeah. All right. Hey, we even got door acceptance. Things are looking up. All right.
We just accept the door itself.
Yep, and there it is. Hey, now we just need a pair. Just need a pair.
We kind of have one in 5 pin.
Oh, I mean, we just did a
I
second door.
ooh, I don't like the 7, so I think it's 9 pin here.
9 pin, I think. Because now it's looking like door's going to be our pair. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's still
definitely
9 pin. Yeah.
9. Yeah, hard to say what our pair will be at this point, but
Yeah, now it could
we'll
be
find it eventually.
yeah, it could be a number of things now. Let's see what else we got going on. Oh, Michael's hand is well, it's a hand. Might
No,
be able to win with
it's
that.
yeah, it just got to 1 away.
Yeah, it's one away.
Kanchan Ryanman.
I mean, it's Ricci only though.
That's fine. You are
Well,
in
that's true. We're in
first.
first. We're in first. We'll probably. I mean, not by very much, but would like to get more than 1,000 points out of it. But
Well, we can still accept the Dora.
that's true. We do would like the Dora. That would help that hand out quite a bit.
But the
There's
dealer
only
is coming
there's only,
along pretty
there's only
nicely.
one left. Yeah, the dealer
That's
just
3
looking
pin, 4 pin
for.
tempai for Kenyon if she really wants it. Oh, but Kenyon is on the standings, but the points are not that low actually.
Pin 4 pin.
リーチ
It's
Tanya
completely
Dora.
held.
Ooh. Do we sumo Giri Rishi chase? Okay, we sumo Giri but no Rishi. But
And we
that well, it's a good thing because our weight is completely dead and
yeah, our
is
way is completely dead. Yeah.
unlikely to ever come out.
Well, one half of it can't come out. We're in Ricci, and yeah, the other one is definitely unlikely to come out. But the 4-7 is also completely held. So unless somebody decides to go rogue here, I think we're just in for Ryukoku here.
There is 1 7 pin. And 1 is all you need.
Oh, you're right. Yep, there's 1 7 pin left. Oh, so then we're just destined to sumo. There it
Sumo,
is,
yeah.
right there.
1 is all you need. It's a good tile.
Yep, one left. We're destined to draw it. That's how it goes. Oh, and
Number
we got
1.
Ura. All right. That seems like it's going to be the winning hand here.
The reward for the shenanigans of the last hand. Some would say undeserved. Some would say it is deserved. But who is really to say? That is the power of keeping your dealership.
Yep. Hey, 1,000 point hand, get another hand, get a Hanuman. Win the game. Easy.
This hand is not looking as good though, but
Now this hand's got a ways to go.
We have a
the
pretty
area.
solid lead. If we have to fold, we have to fold, and we'll be happy enough about it.
See, we're looking at my brain stopped working for a second. West Dora. So we're only
Just,
one.
just throw it out from the West player even.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the rest of the hand doesn't look too bad actually.
Of whose hand?
Okay. Yeah, Ari's hand that's one away, isn't it? Yeah, it's perilous one away.
Well, no, I think that's two away. It's two summon chans and the
Oh yeah,
Riolu.
wait, yeah,
No
sorry.
pair.
Yeah, it's two away because there's no pair. Yeah.
But
Sorry,
very,
I
very
thought that
good
was
efficiency wise.
yeah, I thought that was two complete Penzu. Miser going cross-eyed all of a sudden. 7.
And now we're one away.
Yeah, now
And we
yeah.
can even get a 4-5-6 Sanjaku.
Oh, that would be good. That puts us in striking distance of first
リーチ
if we get a good other two hands. But Michael does get to Tenpai.
Okay, Ricci on the 7-mon Kanchan.
Yeah, 7 mon.
We have.
Hey,
We
3
don't
of them in
have
our
to do
hands. That
anything.
means there's one on the wall. We're destined to draw, right?
Someone is. We will have to see who.
Yeah, it's definitely not in the dead wall. Someone's got to draw
It's like,
it.
it's like if we flew 8-mon for maximum efficiency, we'd be able to chase it now. We wouldn't have our Sanjaku, but maybe we're gonna draw that last 7-mon anyway. Yeah, it's hard to throw that 8-mon out there. It's just no
Yeah.
Monsu are out.
Yeah.
It's a little less hard having two 7-mon blockers, but it's still caught in really efficient shape with no safe tile, like no time to get a safe tile even.
Yeah, it seems really risky for not much payoff. Ooh, 5.
I think, especially like Irie's up in points, so you don't have to like take that many risks.
Yeah, that's definitely something you have to consider. Is even sometimes even if you have a value, it's like I don't need to take the fight.
Right, but at the same time, like just letting them sumo doesn't feel great. We have
チ
such an efficient hand. Yeah, I wouldn't hate trying to fight back, and we are. Yeah, 4/7 of Tempai. It's not Genbutsu though, but we can't shut the hand down and take all the 6 in the middle. But dealer is actually getting close to their own Tempai with Tanyao.
Yeah, might be able to get into Tenpai and keep dealership. But doesn't have to.
Well, might not even get the chance to, but gets a free. Oh, never mind. 3
Uh,
8-mon Tempai will not reach him.
yeah, with one draw left, I think
Might
we need
even
to.
fold out, but maybe not. Oh, there's that last 7, but we
7.
can.
The
I
5.
mean,
So
if 5 so's not Kasuji.
yeah,
7 pin's just safe though. We throw
yeah,
7
7 pins
pins.
safe. You're right. Yep. 7 pins completely safe. We will stay Tenpai, so we get the dealer
Yeah,
repeat.
it's like we would be tempted to.
Drop out of
Uh, dr-
Tenpai.
well, no, if we were gonna keep Tempai, we would be tempted to throw the 7 because of the Sanjaku.
Oh
And
right,
that
yeah.
she did actually take the sumo away from Michael, so good she, also good fold.
All right, so another hand. I think this is 4th repeat now.
And that quick East pair up.
Yeah, quick East pair up and
Irie looking for a possible
Mom.
Junshan, but really needs that 1 pin though.
Yeah, 1 pen would be helpful.
1
Ooh, we'll draw Dora.
Gets to even chi it. Open Junchan. With
トン
2200 in the middle, why not?
Yep. Call the 9. We have, yep, the 9 so pair. So now we just need the 8 and the 3 so.
Yeah, one of them are already out, and one's pretty locked in. 2 outie even now. But it's a good thing we have that extra 1 mon to get some possible value. Or rather, just an alternate way of winning the hand if Sansa just dies.
Yep. Okay, 7. It's not the best tile, not the worst tile. Get rid of the Kanchan.
We
Yep.
have all this overlap in the Manzu, but it is better than the 7 so Kanchan, I guess.
Yeah. Slightly. Like I said, not great, but better. Oh well.
Actually, that's perfectly fine because we are not furry 10
5,
on
6,
that.
7? No.
Oh, the last Sanzo. But not yet.
Not yet.
But it's in the hands of the right person.
Oh.
It is Tenpai.
If we decide to get rid of it.
Force? Oh, that is so dead.
4, 7.
Oh, but no. Oh,
2,
no.
3
Ari, don't
7s,
get. You have
4.
3 safe tiles.
Uh-oh.
Or we have 5 safe tiles. We have every tile that isn't the one that deals in safe, actually.
Yeah. I'll say just drop the 9. Don't need the extra 9. Size go with the 2.
And
Okay.
we're even Tenpai. We could still win. We win, right? Oh no! Oh no!
Nope.
We're not winning because we're furry 10.
Yeah, we're for a 10. Yep.
That's fine. We could even. Oh, that was also furry 10, also dead.
Yep.
I guess if we switch off, we die though.
Yeah, if we switch off, we die, but we're not going to be able to win.
And we can't get the last 8 ones either because they're in the dealer's hand.
Yep.
Are we? Mm. Oh, that's also furry 10. So we can't.
Nope.
It's like we could, but like, okay, we're just gonna fold out.
Yeah. It's like I think at this point we may have recognize that this is just a dead hand and we just got to fold it.
Yeah. Plus, we have so many safe tiles. And we don't see where any of the door are, so that's a little scary, actually.
Yeah. Wait for Premon safe.
Oh yeah, I guess
Green.
no. Oh, we even can
Drop
we
the
throw
9?
Forso? I guess we can. I don't know if we should have, but we can. I mean, one so is safe.
I mean that's
I guess
8 mon.
Tenpai is a hand.
I guess we see one. I mean, there's a chance, but 2 pin. No. And after all that, we're just gonna go to Ryukoku.
Yeah, I'm not sure if like the Forso was that much better the throw than the 2-pin, but better safe than sorry, I suppose.
All right, so we're gonna go into South 3. Kenyans. Second dealership is in last. But hey, there's what 3,500 points on the table, so
It's a lot of value.
ポン
and there's the South. We can just call that. Yep.
If you have to, it's the door indicator.
Yep.
Not going to get another chance.
Yep. So we will take that. Well, we'll snag the 1,000 points plus the 3,500 on the table as dealer, and then be happy with that for sure.
Right. Okay, nice conch unfill for Ricky. I just would really love to draw 8-pin twice exactly. Doesn't really need it twice, but once especially would be really good.
Yeah, would be nice.
Okay, there's
Okay,
that
7.
penchant
Drop the
fill.
5 back. Yep. So now we're just looking for not that. One off.
Yeah, Michael's hand looks.
1, 2.
It
No,
looks better than it is, or
Yeah.
worse. I
リーチ
don't know.
it's not great.
That quick Class A Ricci, 6-9, so Ricci only, but it's 45 in the middle now with that extra stick.
Yep. And we are dealers in Tempai for the 5-8, so it's not the one. I don't think that's the one we wanted, but well, actually, maybe that is the one we want.
Up.
Yep,
4
it was. That was the one we wanted. So,
Queen
hey,
1500 worth 6,000 points.
yep, that was about what we wanted to do there, and it takes us into second too. I mean, third. Gets us out of fourth.
Really unfortunate there.
This hand, though, what are we gonna do with this hand?
Looking like a Sanshoku, maybe?
Yeah, Sanshoku.
It's like, yeah, this is your backfire in a way. You could get like Catania, like efficiency wise. I don't know about keeping the 1-mon. It's like maybe if we think we're getting a flush, we think we're getting that east. We are getting that east.
Well, we are getting the East. 5 so, yep.
But at this
Well,
point, well, it was just meant to be Cheatoy. We could be
hedge
one
your
away right
bets.
now.
Ooh, a second green for Michael there. 2 reds, 2 greens. We just need to draw a white.
Well, we need a bit more than that, but we can go for the Monzu flush with this. We
Manju
really want to
flush,
grade.
yeah.
We do need the
I
points.
mean, we don't want
Boom.
the dice on again. Don't want to go for dice on again.
There's like, it's like we want it, but there's like
ポン
being realistic.
Well, yeah. I mean, you drop the. Well, I guess now we choose. Do we drop the south?
The 9.
The 9.
I mean,
Hedging everything, I guess.
well, not even. It's not even hedging everything. That's just giving up on a flush. That's just accepting your 1,000
Right.
plus
Okay.
1,800, which it doesn't even get you above 30K.
Yeah. It does not. There is one more
Gee.
hand though.
Yeah, but I hate this. I hate this.
But his let's see.
スモ
3.
Yeah,
Hey,
yes.
well, there it
Actually,
is.
I guess it gets you about or 2. Oh, wait,
Yeah,
no,
it
that
gives you above
does.
30K
I
with
guess
the extra
I was
stick.
bad at
Yeah.
math. It does get
Yeah.
you above 30K, but it's still. I don't know. The hand could have been worth so much more.
But hey, we're
But it's
above
fine.
30K going into South 4. We just need to not deal in here.
I guess knowing that that does actually get you to 30K. Well, as the dealer, it's like no. I still would have wanted that bigger hand. It's
Boom.
like,
Yeah, because now any sumo drops you back down below. Or
well,
almost
not
any sumo.
any. It just has to be more than
More
2
than one
on.
Han, yeah.
Like 2 on exactly makes you
Oh, 2 Han
exact, which is
exactly. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
still positive.
Yeah.
Or
Right,
Conchan for
30,000 I think
Tenpai.
is considered above 30,000, so. Irie 2, 3, 4, 5,
Ricky's
6, 7.
Ishanten is looking a bit faster than that, though.
One so 2 pin. Okay,
Oh,
that's
two
also
pin.
acceptable.
I
I like the one so better, but
well, no. For me, it would just be we're keeping this
1
like Ryoncon.
1
So for the 2/4 pin, you can get a Ryaman. More importantly, a door accepting Ryaman, or you could just fill it in. But we already threw Tumon. So I have this Ryoncon, which is like we would never take the Furryton one, I guess, but
6 mon. Well, which way do we want to try?
I feel like we keep the
4
4
yeah, we throw the one. No. The
for the one
1,000
and
dealing
9.
exactly is okay. So here's the positive second.
Yeah. That's the
But if we didn't sumo it, it wouldn't have been enough because of that extra 100 from that one Han sumo. It's a good thing we did sumo in that case.
All right, so that'll put Ricky in first, plus 30. Not too bad, not too shabby. And then Michael with right at 3,000, so he gets the 5 UMA points. And then third place, Kenyon, minus 10, and Irie with the minus 25. Then there's the overall standings. Ricky's still near the top. And Michael's just out of promotion range.
Yeah, these scores aren't looking too crazy. No one's like super far ahead or super far behind.
Yeah, everyone's within like 20 points of the person in front or behind them, so not too shabby.
This is also weird A2 season with 24 people in there.
Yep, 24. Okay, I think we're
Right.
gonna head to a break for just a few minutes, and then we will have a C1 game starting soon.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Thanks again to Jeffrey and Dustin for the coverage of the first couple games of the evening. We've got more action. C1 game has just gotten underway, and along with the new table, we'll be seeing some new commentaries as well. Looks like I'll be joining David for this Hanchan. David, how's it going?
It's going fine. I'm happy to talk about more mahjong. I saw some of the stream already. Gotta say, what 4 calls for 1 Han? I love that.
And that was huge. That retained the dealership for Ricky and enabled him to win a Hanuman Sumo in the next hand for 18,000 points, confirming first place. Sometimes, the aggression pays off. It's going to take me just a moment to finish setting up some changes to the overlay here, but why don't you take us through these hands?
Yeah. So currently, our first dealer here is Bert here with a hand that's shoot. Well, we have a Rishi on the left already. That would be on the left. That would be Cameron here, who is Richie for Richie Pinfu Dora with a Sanshoku on the 6-9. So 6-0 would be the monster Tanyao Sanshoku. 3-so would get you Tanyao. 9-so would get you Sanshoku. So you're always confirmed Richie +2. Yikes.
That is kind of crazy.
Yeah. Let's see everyone else's hand. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are going to be folding here. On the right, we have Carter here, who has maybe a hand that could have gone a bit further if there was not a Ricci on the board. And opposite, we have Fang Ming, who also seems to be just dropping terminals honors. Could chase, actually. That's Ishan 10. Curious if you open for 1k here to try to stop the Ricci.
Yeah, just looking at maybe the potential for this hand, you can pull in the 3-mon or the 7-pin should it come out, or call the 5-mon as well. The problem is none of those tiles easily drop from other players. Maybe the 7-pin is a tile that could be played defensively as Suji, but no, Bird is just going to slam out the 3. So as he found dealer Tempai, but that will deal in Richi Puku Tanyao and Dora for the Mongon 8,000 points.
See, these are the times you look at yourself and you're like, gosh, if I dealt in a different way, would I have paid less? I think every single deal in there, you pay at least Mongon.
The answer is no. There was no good deal in. At that point, your dealer Tempai, it's very common to take the fight in that situation. Hey, speaking of taking fights, I think a dealer will never once think about folding this hand. The only question is how to maximize winning chances with 3 Dora and the starting set of tiles.
Yeah, I'm wondering, does this get faster with Tanyao or with Green Dragon?
At least in the early portion, you're hoping the Green Dragon comes out quickly so you have to make a decision, and sure enough, Hatsu discarded from Fang Ming, so we will have an early one away for Carter.
And yeah, if that gets to Tenpai, whoever deals in, it's like how are you supposed to defend against that?
Ideally, Carter would pull in the 8-mon or the 6-so or the 5-so to have a nice 2-sided Tempai early on before things become dangerous. Now that the 2 pins come out, we're going to call it and decide what to wait on.
I like Shabo.
Yeah. I think this is pretty common because we have so many of the 6-mon. The 8-mon's a little bit blocked off and hard for people to use. However, it is close to the door, so players might hold on to it a little bit longer than they would otherwise. However, the Shabo, this double pair weight, can be upgraded in a variety of ways. For example, the 7-so would be ideal.
Ooh, Ricci.
Cameron
Ricci, yep, that's just Ricci Pinfu. I don't think the dealer has to ever worry about that, right?
Certainly not. You'll jam into that. Ooh, could swap to 3-sided weight, especially waiting on the 9-mon that just came out. But the 8's a little suspicious to cut out. 7-mon rather, a little bit safer because it's Suji. The 4-pawn that was passed.
Do you switch or do you keep? Because I think I switch.
It turns out it just doesn't matter because Ipad Sumo happens, and an Uda will make the Samangon. Does miss that, but 26-13. And man, if I'm the dealer, I'm a little sad.
I'd be very sad. They're cheap. They probably don't have Dora, but congratulations, they have 5,200 because Ipats is a mechanic.
Yeah, that's it's a tough decision. Like, I'd be really tempted to switch because the 9-mon just passed, and the dealer hand isn't showing all the Dora, so it doesn't look that suspicious even after cutting an 8-mon, but still, it just doesn't matter. And Cameron will pick up even more points to 43-2 as we move to Hongming's dealership.
Looks like the good old typical drop honors and just see where it goes. Maybe you're trying to go for Tanya Pinfu. Always a question of when does the chicken game start for the White Dragon?
Ah, yes, the classic. Well, you know what? The funny thing is, no one can chicken out and drop it, or rather be brave and drop it because no one has it. They're just all in the wall.
Yeah.
That almost is going to make things harder because as the round advances, someone's going to pull in that White Dragon and think, man, why haven't I seen this yet? And it's not because other players are hoarding it, it's just because the wall hasn't given it up yet. Already one away on the right, though, for potentially Ricci, Pinfu, Ipeko. Double sequence if you get the 3-so, but otherwise you can still be satisfied with your relatively strong hand.
Relatively, everyone seems pretty fast here. Like on the left there, I think that's also Ishanten. Really wants a 7-mon for Pinfu, but that is still Ishanten for Richinomi. But ooh, there's the Sansuku backfire. Kinda.
Kinda, yeah. You'd have to make some sacrifices to get there. Ooh, but the 2-so is pulled in. It will slam the Ricci. It's not even Pinfu at this point, just Ricci only. But of course, that's why Cameron was holding that extra 5-sos to give this opportunity at an early Ricci. And you never know, maybe Richinomi turns into Ricci with a couple Uda hits.
Yeah, tip, don't ignore Richinomi good weights, especially with something like this.
It's not Ipatsu, but Richitsumo Udatsu!
See?
That's why we hit the button, to potentially put the extra value. Ricci's such a powerful mechanic, and Cameron's demonstrating why. You're going to get Ipatsu, as he did in the previous hand. You can hit Uda, as he did in this hand. And you just... such a powerful mechanic that's even frozen our screen. Let's see if we can refresh.
No, it's like people always say like Akanashi has no value, and I'm like, okay, I have Richinomi. Well, that could be Richi Urasan. Who knows?
Exactly. Didn't even need the Uda-san. Found the Sumo and just 2 of the Uda, but that's good enough. And look at this. Already Ishanten again. With really wide weight, and how juicy would a 7-mon draw be?
You really wanted, because 7-mon, you could take the Great Salmon-chan. A lot of times, you're probably going to get the Tenpai on the Pen-chan, which is a really awkward tile to be waiting on.
This 3-so is actually a really annoying draw.
Ooh.
Okay, we're playing the maximum. Because the 4, 5, 6, 7 shape can act as the pair, this is relatively wide.
Yeah. A funny draw. That's a funny draw.
Okay, just cutting the door. Again, playing maximum acceptance here. 3-so is also interesting if you're trying to greet the Dora.
I was going to say, maybe I would go 3-so, because I don't think we lose too much from 3-so. I guess we do lose Ipeko chances,
Right.
but it's kind of Ipeko vs Dora. Like, which one do you like better?
But holding the Ipeko shape gives wider acceptance than holding the Dora does, so it certainly has its benefits. And as dealer, with this huge lead, Cameron doesn't need more points necessarily.
But greed.
I agree. Greed is good. We've seen that. Oh, Khan. Speaking of greed.
Khan? Well, that's a greed that gives Adora. I don't know about that Sakakiri of 4-mon. Wait, 1 block, 2 block, 3 block, 4 block. Yeah, that's still down a block.
It's like a Chanta force.
It's like, I feel like, to me, it feels like the move of someone who wants to try to hide the fact they're a Honitsu. I feel like the amount of efficiency you lose from that is generally very big, because I've tried it before and a lot of times it backfires for me.
Also, a comment on the Diamond Con. You already have the triplet in your hand. A tile comes out from someone else, and you con that. It's not a very standard move, but it's a move you sometimes make if you're trying to greed a lot of value, and you already expect to open your hand. Because one of the big weaknesses of the Diamond Con when you're closed is that you can't Ricci, and we've seen how powerful Ricci can be.
Yep, but luckily, ooh, that's a 9-mon that you really don't want to drop.
Oh, con again? Okay, now dealer really wants that 3-so back, because 2-so is not only Ipego but Dora too, but...
Though, do you really want to drop 9-mon against that?
Oh, and now it's stuck in our hand. I guess it's Suji, and one's cut, but...
Okay, still pushing. I don't.
Yeah, if you're jamming the 6-mon, then you should be able to jam the 9-mon.
It's like a dealer. Like, do you even want to give 6-mon to Shimo, who is generally like Honitsu Ishanten or Tenpai?
It's tough. It's so tough. The question is like, why do they have a 7's in their hand? It's so weird. And this red dragon has yet to be seen. Oh my goodness, it gets paired up.
Oh, about that 7-mon.
Yeah, that 7-mon just lit up as Bert found the Shun pair. So Tenpai for Yakuhai, Chanta, Honitsu, Door 2.
If that wins, that is huge. The only problem is there's only one 7-mon in the wall, and both players are waiting for it. If I'm right, double Ron is on though, right?
That is correct. The 7-mon comes out. It should be very expensive. We haven't even talked about the value of the hand on the left. That's Richi Tanyao, Dora 1. But there's 3 indicators. Who knows what's underneath? Carter just wants to fold out. Dealer also doesn't want to play around here. Could have been Tenpai. Could have even sumoed in a number of ways, but that would have involved dropping the Red Dragon and the 9-mon both. Too scary to jam.
This looks like a minefield. This just looks like a let's fold and let's let the two people battle, because you can see that based on the oh my god!
Wow.
Wow!
And Bert is going to go from last place straight into second with a Hanuman Sumo. The two cons.
Do you think you could have played like that?
That's pretty nuts. Getting mega rewarded.
Like, Bert wins that because he did that diamond con in the first place. Like, do you think you could have done that sequence?
No, that's... I would not be winning this hand, probably. Crazy sequence of moves here. And Bert has to, like, take a step back to recompute the situation. Now you're at 31-7. You have a chance at first, even if you can win another... Like, even a dealer Mongon would be totally fine. Dora, 8-pin. None visible in this hand. There's one on the left and the rest are in the wall. Everyone needs to recompute their spot. Carter now in 3rd place on the right. With average tiles, maybe a Pinfu. Maybe Tanya.
Hey, Nathaniel, don't you hate being down 10k when you haven't dealt in yet?
Oh man, you're describing my season. Like every single game so far has been rough. To be fair, my most recent set of games, I did deal into 12k, so that one's on me. But outside of that, but you know what? Despite that, I've come back and had some okay results, and so Hongming across the table isn't out of it for sure. Especially with this hand. I mean, these tiles are reasonable. They accept the Dora. You get Tanya Pinfurichi. You can even end up in like 4, 5, 6 Sanchoku in some worlds. Good value.
Sadly, the first place here, yeah, Cameron's like, nope, let's just go for 1k. Or 2k, actually.
2k with the Dora. Will that outspeed the dealer's hand? All these beautiful shapes. 7, 7, 8-mon, 5, 6 pin, 2, 3, 3, so just incredibly efficient. Now perfect Ishan 10.
There are some funny outs for Sanshoku, but I'm not sure. Like, if you draw the 8-pin, do you consider the Sanshoku or not?
If the 8-pin wasn't Dora, I wouldn't consider it, but because the 8-pin is Dora, I have to at least give it a look. The problem is it overlaps with the 5, 6 shapes, so I might cut the 3-so and just hedge the 7-pin draw, but I don't think I would really think strongly about the Sanchoku itself.
Yeah, because the 8-pin is the one draw that I'm like, that's so awkward. Especially with Kami with 2 calls, you never know when they could be Dora Tanki.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing, right? It becomes even more awkward playing against 2 calls. But there's the Tenpai. I don't have to think about this. Just slam the Richi Pinfu as dealer with the 4, 7-pin weight. Not
There's
tiles.
only one in the wall.
Oof. Well, we saw in the last game, you only need one, and we're going to see a chase. This one's going to be much better. 3-sided 2, 5, 8-pin for Richi, Tanya, Pinfu, potential Sanshoku, or Dora, depending on what comes out. Oh, but Ipatsumo!
How?
Right? Your one outer beats a 3-sided weight. It hits the Uda for the Mongon.
How does the one tile weight? One tile.
I didn't even get to counting how many 2 5s and 8s were in the wall. But we already knew there's only 1 4 7 pin. And you get it on
Excuse me?
Ipatsu with an Ura. That is a huge difference, right? Does Richi Tsuno Pinfu is 1300 all, but Ipats with an Ura becomes 4000 all. That's an 8,000 point difference. Oh, okay. We're learning something about, the power of Richi, the power of drawing good tiles, and what else can happen in this game? We're only in South 1.
Hey Nathaniel, don't you hate being last placed by 15k with just my symbol?
It's not like Hangmi hasn't gotten Tempai, right? That was a gorgeous 3-sided weight with maximum, Sanchoku, Tanya Pinshu, but what else could you do? I hope this doesn't become a theme for the remaining rounds of this game. Like every round we're asking, what does it feel like to be 20,000 points down, having dealt to nothing? 30,000 points down, having dealt to nothing.
It would be funny if someone were suddenly to get like a surprise buy on like this dealer hand.
Dealer hand, I'm looking at the one on the left and wondering how far you can get closed.
Oh.
Shinitsu, Ipeko, Pinshu, Itsu, something like that. One issue is that you do have that Dora in hand. The 7-9 pin shape does incentivize thinking about the Dora usage a little bit longer.
Yeah, I think what that's not Cameron. Is that no? Yeah, what Cameron's thinking is maybe it's either like I'm either going for Chinitsu or I'm doing Reach +1.
Yeah, actually, I think that is a play pattern that could happen here. You greed the 7-9 shape, you drop all the honor tiles. Eventually, if you start to draw Manzu, you just end up cutting the pin tiles, and since you dropped all your honors already, it ends up being Chinitsu.
Though the problem is he's waited long enough that now dropping 7-pin dealer is 100% going to call that.
Oh, absolutely. Even though it becomes... Actually, that's not even weak at all. And now Ishanten, that would be a call straight into... well, it wouldn't be Tempai,
This is a
because
funny
they're too many
one.
pairs, but...
Would you call the 7-pin still with that hand if it comes out?
I would, but against this Ricci, I'll have to reconsider. I don't think it's coming out with this Ricci.
Yeah, with that Ricci, rip Chinitsu dreams.
Yeah, I think you can call 7-pin and cut the 6-pin and still hold the 3-3-5 shape. That's not the worst.
How much are you willing to push against Ricci when you're second place with 41k? Nope, fold.
Yeah, at least dancing around 1-2 mon will be safe, and that was a choke point in the hand. You really needed a 3 mon, and little did they know, actually, the dealer was holding 3 of those tiles, so it just wasn't going to come your way.
I'm
also,
scared.
Dealer folding as well.
Yeah, I was wondering, is dealer, is this a good fold? Oh wait, you're first place.
Yeah, it's hard to argue against a first place folding away.
Yeah, I was gonna say like if the points were closer to net equal, maybe you just push because you're like, okay, I have 2 Dora. They probably have a cheap hand, but if you're this much in first place, I guess who cares?
I think one of the considerations is how easy it is to complete this hand without dropping the Dora, and because there's so many pairs already, it's actually not that easy. So I'm not necessarily convinced that they're completely folding here, but they really need to draw, a 3-pin or another door or something to make the path easier. Or 6-pin would be great.
I would have cheated that Sanzo. Sanzo. Because I think if you're thinking about pushing at all, I think that 3-so helps a lot because at that point, you can uke the Dora again. So I think it's a fine chi considering green is Gembu. Ooh, that works though.
We're actually Chitoi Ishanten.
Yeah. Because, there's a lot. This is a funny hand because you're either dropping 3-mon or 7-pin for Tenpai, both which look really bad against this Riichi.
Right. But at the point of being Tenpai, that might be worthwhile. Well, that's not a Tenpai, so...
Just fold with 5-pin.
the end. What was actually a relatively cheap Ricci, to our knowledge, because we can't see what's underneath the door indicator. Ends up collecting 3,000 points, so that's totally fine for Carter.
Yep, especially when you have your dealership and you have a hand like this, which +1, you have 4 blocks, maybe Tiny L +1 with Pimfu, or +2.
Yeah, I think if the either player in second or first knew that it was just Ricci Dora, they might have tried to play the hand a little bit more aggressively. But that's the power of Ricci. You pose the threat to the table. We've been talking a lot about power of Ricci. It's like the third benefit that's come out of this game is you pose a threat to the table and they don't know how to the best way to respond. They're just guessing based off of the information that they can see in their own hand and what's placed on the table.
Speaking about Ricci hands, on the right there, that's Ishantem for Chitoi.
That's pretty fast.
It's fast. How many turns do you think it'll take them to get Tenpai?
Let's say 5.
5 turns? Okay.
There's stats on this, right?
I think so.
Ooh.
Ooh. Oh, but the sad thing is East is dead. That makes the Toy Toy a lot worse.
Oh, you're right. The East just came out from the dealer, so we're not losing that much cutting the Green Dragon because that was already twice cut. But I imagine if we draw a better Chi Toy Toy, we'll just cut the 1-1 back.
Yeah.
Formandora is paired up in dealer's hand. Ah, there's the Chi Toy Tempai. How many turns was that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, only 4 turns.
Ricci Chitoi? I mean, it's not much, but waiting on the West is usually very high win rate, right?
Sure. Ricci, Tsumo, Chi Toy, Ura 2. That's a Hane.
I think Dealer is going to try to push at least a bit, though.
Yeah, 3-pin isn't necessarily a fold just yet. And I wouldn't feel too bad pushing the 7-so or the 3-so against this.
Yeah.
Oh, door
my
3.
gosh.
Well, a
Come on.
2-1.
We are never folding.
If you want to be super greedy, you can also cut like 7-so and maybe 5-so in the later and maybe think about 2-3-4 Sancho.
Well, dropping 7-so makes us lose the 6-so Chi, though.
You're right. And now the 4-pin has become Genbutsu. It's cleared against the Ricci, so it could even see a call soon.
Not yet.
Bird's
On
cut.
the opposite there, is that a push? Are they trying to push there, or I can't figure out what they're trying to do exactly.
Yeah, there is always 5-so if they ever want to fold, so...
I know 7-so is somewhat dangerous, but I think I want to go full efficiency.
Yeah, with 3 doors dealer. Oh my.
Oh, that's
3-pin, 2-pin's going to be a little bit safer, I think. I'm going to go with the
that
2-so.
actually is perfect, because if they didn't throw that way, they would have dealt an 8-so to Kami for Pim Fedora.
Oh, it doesn't matter. The 5's coming out anyway. Pim Fedora is confirmed by Bert with the Ricci sticks in the middle as well. And Fangmi can just not catch a break. They're getting Tempai. They're slamming these good weight Riccis. And I'm not just talking about, once cut terminal. I'm talking 3-sided weights, and they just can't find the win.
Wait, it's South 3.
When did that happen?
Okay, Fangming, I have nothing against you, but it would be very funny if you ended this game with just no drone and just not winning a single hand.
It would be absolutely tragic, and yet this is Mahjong, right? Sometimes, it's a good demonstration of sometimes you can play extremely high level Mahjong and just not have it go your way.
Ooh, this is an interesting hand, though. Do you try to prioritize winning 1k, or do you try to go for the Honitsu?
I kind of want to hedge the value if I can. Let's see.
Because
3 mon's not going to be that big of a sacrifice because we've already got the 1 mon. but after 3 mon, I think the drags will come out before any other shape.
Ooh.
I think it's over. I think the dream's over. Just playing for
Yeah,
efficiency.
like as dealer, it's not sad only winning 1.5k, but at the same time, I guess winning any hand is worth something, especially when you're down this much, right?
Yeah, and as sad as this is, right? It's not like we're completely out of it. We're only what 6,700 away from Carter, and so it's definitely something to play for. Worst case scenario, we don't get Tempai, somebody else reaches and gets a big sumo, and we eat the Oyakaburi, and we're very sad. So we do have to win the hand.
Question is, where are the souths? Like this hand is very contingent on can you draw the souths or not.
Especially with all these tiles clumping up the hand, the pair of 6-pin, a pair of 8-so, and we're really actually hoping that the 8-so doesn't remain a pair, but rather we draw a Dora and get to make a sequence out of that instead.
Oh, finally. Unless they think south is dangerous jazz coming out. Come on, it's too late. Yeah, okay. I was gonna say, as much as I would love skipping, it's too late to skip this.
Yeah, Harvey is thinking about the Honitsu a little bit. There might be a path that gets us there, like a 5-so draw, and then maybe a Dora draw, and you might end up shifting all the way.
Sure, a pair of white dragons would do it most definitely.
Oh, this is so wide, though, for Cameron, though. Just deciding which Samenchan to keep and which one to extend a little bit.
That'd be a funny what would you do question, I feel like. That's a draw.
That's also not Tempai. But your Samenchan Ichan 10, so you might just cut it anyway. Rather the Mon tile.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, this is one of those really weird cases where it's like, you're always gonna get a good weight. Question is, how?
It's a little too late to force the Honitsu, I think, but I mean, we'll keep the option open, not just go for the straightforward option. The 5-8 shape is actually not that great because we can see through the 8s already, but
I hate this chi. Like, if I were them, I would hate the chi, but I think you have to do it.
They really don't want to take this chi. It's only because it's so late that they're even considering this. For 2,000 points, it's just...
It feels bad, but at the same time, like, it's mid to end of second row. Like, if you don't speed up now, you don't know what monster everyone else has.
It just feels like this is your chance to have the value worth taking over for first place. However, Cameron will have the dealership coming up in the next round, so...
Oh, well, that's better.
Yeah,
if you can get...
same thoughts here. Direct hit.
Yeah. 2k from your direct competitor, like, even if it's not that expensive, like, it makes your first place condition a lot easier, which is at least a good, cope.
This is going to be not a bad starting set of tiles. Oh, of course. Yeah, you discard one of the honor tiles. That's, of course, the one that you'll draw later. But Ricci Pinfu, Ricci Dora, like all of these things, there's the Dora. Will give Cameron a good chance to overtake first place. Can Bert stop us on the right? Those tiles are Tanya leaning, and if you draw something around the Swarmon, then you have all the blocks you need towards the Tanya. Across the way, Carter is thinking about the 1-2-3 Sanchoku. Might end up cutting the 8-9, so just slim down one of the blocks from the hand. There are 6 blocks already. On the left, 3 pairs. No easy way to play this hand for Fangming.
That's not what you want to hear.
Chitoi. Chitoi is your path to value.
When you have to think of Chitoi with 2 pairs, oh my gosh.
It's 3 pairs, okay. It's
not
much better.
Okay,
it's
sure.
not much better.
That is not a good feeling, oh my gosh.
Yeah, Cameron's probably got the best hand here. And in the dealer seat, that's when you want to pick it up. Still looking for a pair. Lots of options to pull that in, though. Lots of flexibility.
Ooh. That's the fun wait.
So I'm trying to find my path to Sanchoku, as I always do in these situations. I can see it. I can see it. We draw a Dora. We draw a Dora, and then we draw a 4-pin. 5, 6, 7. That also works. That technically works.
This is a great draw. Oh my gosh.
9-pin here. Oh, just
What?
gonna stay with the headless. Oh,
No way.
I'm so sad.
No way.
I'm
No
so
way.
sad. That was
You
our...
gotta do that. Come on, Tanya.
Oh, David. David is the for those who aren't aware, David is like the king of Tanya perception. If I always see the Sanchoku, he always sees the Tanya. All right, so this is the Tenpai. This is why you take the headless shape. Now, do you accept this Tenpai? Because if you don't, then I feel like the 9-pin should have come out.
9-pin, drop 9-pin. I don't like this Ricci.
All right, this is consistent. This is at least consistent with the 8-mon cut, so I'll give credit for that. And as the dealer, this is going to put pressure on the table. Ricci, Dora. Bert's going to fight this, though. Tenpai on 3-6-mon for Tanya Dora 1.
It's not a bad Ricci. Ricci +1, you're waiting on an 8-pin, which is not bad. I personally think... Oh my god!
Sumo. Who cares what we think? It doesn't matter. Just Sumo. Just Ricci, Sumo, hidden Ura, jump into first place.
I hate this. I hate this so much. Where's the EV play? The EV play.
Who cares
EV
about
play of
EV? Just hit the button.
Gosh dang it.
Man, and now, all of a sudden, 9,300 point gap, and you're looking pretty for first place. Bert's got to try to catch up.
Maybe this is why I'm not doing good with A1. I'm not looking at these Ricci Pats or Ricci Fakey Pats sumo mangas.
Fakey Pats, yeah. I'm thinking about my good weights, my potential Sanchokus. Just hit the button. That's all you have to do. Just hit the button and then draw your winning tile, and there's no problem.
God.
All right. We're recovering. We're refocusing. We're looking for the door. I don't see any. One just got discarded by the dealer. They don't need the door. They're happy with what they've got. On the right, Bert's hand looks like almost like Kokushi, but an East has left. So that's maybe a Chanta, I guess. And if you can stay closed, I guess that's your path to overcoming the gap. Across the table, Carter's just got tiles. They're not amazing. There's one door in there. If you can pair up the door, you're happy. Other than that, you're just trying to avoid falling to last. And that's when we go to Hong Ming's hand on the left. Is this finally a hand that can overcome the gap?
Ricci Pinfu Itsu. That looks like a good hand. Maybe Tanya.
Okay, 2 away from Tenpai. We're looking for 8-mon. We're looking for 9-mon.
Or Tanya Pinfu. That works too.
Yeah, the gap is what? 6,700 points, but there's a Homba. So Sumo's just 63. So you could do 4 and 20 Sumo, and that'd be totally fine.
That's Ichan 10. Yeah, it is. It really feels bad if you have to take the Reach Pinfunomi, but I mean, what value do you have to increase there other than maybe force Tanyao?
Yeah, Richi, Sumo, Pinfu, Ura, that'll do it. So if you're an Ura believer, then there's a path. Also, Bert opening up on the right for Chanta Yakuhai Sanshoku.
That'd be 3 Han. I guess directed 3 Han, did that overtake? That is...
Not enough.
Barely not.
Not enough food in this hand either. Maybe if you con.
Yeah, I guess con is the option, most definitely. And maybe if you get the 9-mon Anko instead, like you could always have some interesting ways out.
Yeah, con Flippadora. Things can happen.
Dealer's hand looks a lot better than they were a few turns ago.
Yeah, just looking back at it, all of a sudden it's turned quite efficient. 3-mon, 5-mon, both give Tenpai, as well as 2-so, 3-so, and 5-so, of course.
Ooh, 5-mon draws the interesting 6-mon here. That makes the hand a bit more confusing, but it also gives it the Tanya out now.
Oh, well, that's...
Ooh, there it is.
Yeah, Richie Tanyao.
It is. It already showed 1, 2, 3 on the. Ooh, Damas.
Is this what is the play here?
Yeah, because the problem here is there's not a painful upgrade. You got a Ricci, right?
Or break?
Break.
Richie Tsuno Tanyao Ura is Mongon. That will get you out of last.
Yeah, and also you want K10 at the very least.
Notably,
I think it's
Dealer also Tempai.
you got an upgrade, but it's not a Tempai.
Yeah, it's gonna rely on drawing 2/5 pin or 5/8. Hopefully the 5 mon for Ipeiko, and then gonna take the PMQ opportunity.
Yikes! 2-mon Tempai on the right there for Yakwai Chanta Sanshok. Exactly, you were saying that 3 hand. That is Tempai again? I mean,
I think you gotta
no,
take
don't
it.
drop the 2-mon, not the 2-mon, not the 2-mon. Come on, 5-mon is safe. We need
6/6.
Oh, yeah, 6/6. Yeah, yes.
Okay, Richie comes in. Will this be the Ipatsu timing? Oh, 2-mon looks really scary, and you definitely don't want to deal in, so he's not gonna drop that.
5 pin. No way you're dropping that, Dealer.
Really don't have to risk. It's just how greedy they want to be, and they're not going to be greedy at all. Gonna fold away here. It's going to be... Oh, the 2-man on Haite!
No!
It's a Hote dealing.
No!
It's the Mongon with the Ricci
No!
stick and the 300 points to tie?
Uma split! Uma split!
Who saw that coming? The Hote dealing for the tie. Bert and Cameron, what you see on the screen is not correct because the Tenno can't compute this Uma split, but it's going to be plus 31.6 for 31.6 for both players. Hote dealing. Who? What a game! What a game! Can we call the stream like this is? It's not going to get any better than this, right?
I was like, "There's your Mongon."
That's in the weirdest way possible. I did not have that on my bingo card. Hote Sanshoku Chanta Yakuhai.
With a Ricci stick.
With the stick and the homba, both necessary. Necessary elements to this tie. What a game this ended up being. And, well, congratulations to the 2 players who tied for first. Carter, you hung in there. Hung Ming, you did everything possible in your power, and the wall just said no over and over and over again. But it was a valiant effort. And standings will update as they have played their final game for this session. Bert now takes over in the promotion zone, 6th place overall. Fangmin still positive, of course, and a lot to play for yet here in the C1 division. A monster division, 44 players in this division. And of course, a division for players who are newer to the league. It's not just playing for the top 7 spots. Very frequently, there are bonus promotion spots in the C1 division, which is the entry division for all the newest players. So make sure that you make your goal to at least be positive, because there's always a chance to promote if you have a non-negative score. All right. We've got a couple games in action now. I guess there's one more table that's just starting, and I don't know about you, but I'm kind of incentivized to watch it. I feel like I can't stop now.
Yeah. If you're talking about the A1 table,
I'm personally invested. I know you are too. So
yes.
I think we'll hop over there in just a second. Actually, we can. Maybe if you can read off to me those names, the names of the players that are going to be playing in that game.
Yes. On the E seat, we have Blake P.
Blake, very good.
On the South seat, we have Clinton B.
Okay.
West, we have Amy G. Oh gosh. And on our North seat, we have Alfred C.
Very good. So Could take a look at the A1 division as those names populate. You can see that Amy is kind of up near the top. Just fresh off her plus 120 session in 4 games.
Scary.
Very scary. You always are in trouble when you sit down across from Amy at the table. But Blake is doing pretty well as well, plus 29.2 in 7th place currently. I saw the 4 next to Blake's name, and I thought that was the placement, although it looked a little bit lower in the standings. Those are actually the points that the players will earn for their placement at the end of the season towards making it to the championship game that occurs at the end of the year. Looks like Clinton is barely in the negatives here, 19.3, right next to me. And Alfred is a little bit further down there. But it's a fresh start for these players. The first game of their Session 3 games. And we'll see just how things pan out. Have you played any of these players so far this season?
Yes, I just had a session. I think I just had a session with Clinton. Yes, I had the session with Clinton. We'll say, thing I noticed about Clinton was, yeah, watch out. When Clinton wins, he wins big.
Yeah, I've had that same experience in very critical series. But here we are. The game has actually already begun. I thought it'd be a little bit longer, but they are already underway. Blake, our first dealer, as you mentioned, Clinton at the right, Amy across the table, Alfred on the left. My eyes are already drawn to Alfred's hand.
Yeah.
2 Onkos, 2 pairs. I want to see how high that skyscraper can go.
If I could give any advice to Alfred, go for the Sean quote. You're gonna regret it if you don't. Totally not from personal experience.
Yeah, I actually remember not too long ago, I think it was last season even, Alfred was in a very rough position. I think he was in the negatives in the game. And in all last, he wins a Kokshi to jump into second. So he has definitely the experience of winning Yakuman in critical positions. East 1, the dealer will slam a Riichi. It's a really tricky Shabu here. 6 Mon, 9 pin, where the 9 pin is Suji trapped with the 6 pin that was cut earlier.
That is gross. 9 pin will if someone draws a 9 pin, it's gonna leave the hand. Like, I don't see how anyone cannot drop the 9 pin.
It's just a matter of time before it gets drawn, surely.
Like, the only saving grace I see is maybe if 9 pin is
just Sumo. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Who needs 9 pin? We can just draw the other side. No Ura, but Riichi Tsumo Dora is going to be 2000 all. That's a perfectly acceptable start here for Blake.
This is a good starting hand. Maybe a bit pair heavy, but with the East pair, I don't care with a bit too many pairs.
Yeah, I'll just be trimming out some of these honor tiles, calling the double East, and threatening value. Double East plus a Dora is always strong. See if we can end up in that, moving in that direction. Clinton on the right, not anything more than Riichi Pifu probably. I just need... it's really hard to draw towards the Dora, and it's hard to move towards like a Sanchoku or something like that, so the value really isn't tremendous there. Across the table, Amy with a Dora, and it's in a shape. Just looking for a 2 Mon. Probably slamming a Riichi in this hand, and same for Alfred, who typically plays very closed game. Maybe not as much as some of the Super Mensen players in Division A1, but he does like a good Riichi. At least that was my experience playing with him in the last session. East still yet to be found.
Oh, dealer's hand might end up in a situation where it might just become a men's and Riichi. That'd be interesting.
I certainly wouldn't complain to be able to Riichi as dealer. Panned out in the last hand, the first hand of the game.
Clinton's also getting close. Obviously, like, maybe there's a Itsu out, but probably just going to be Reach Nomi. Usually good weight. Ooh. That's a funny draw.
Thoughts of Itsu. It's hard because you have to cut away from another good shape. Thoughts of Sanchoku. That's a lot easier to do.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm just wondering, do you ever just drop 7 so and be like, hey, I want a hedge?
It's certainly doable. Looks like dealer is 2 away from temp by now. They can use the 1-mon, and that Dora does actually come out of Clinton's hand, so maybe a bit of a threat posed to the table. Speaking of Itsu, Alfred also has the backbone of that 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. So he's a 3-mon and an 8-mon. However, the other shapes are strong enough that I think most of the times you just cut away the 1-mon and then decide your next cut. Actually, the 1-mon is Dora, so if it wasn't Dora, that would be the easy play. Because it's Dora, we might just end up relying on this 3-mon draw, huh?
Is Amy playing gatekeeping here with the East?
Certainly suspicious that it hasn't come out yet. We're going to see a Ricci from Clinton. Does not get the Santoku side, so we'll just be Ricci Pinshu, but jam and wait. A little weaker because the strong side, the 8-pin side, is already thrice cut. But Blake can see 3 of the 7 pins, so if they get Tempai, they draw, say, a Dora, they might just jam that 8-pin out with a Ricci.
Ooh, 6-0 is really awkward to draw here. Might call this. Yep. Calls it.
8, 7
okay.
Suji first, and then the 6 so to follow soon, perhaps.
Ugh. Another tile you really don't want to drop.
Yeah, just doesn't like the idea of this 3-6 Suji, so...
Problem is, might fall into the one chance thought of maybe 8-pin is safe to drop like that. Luckily, it's gonna be
just 39. That's okay. Plus the home buff, 42. Still a very close game, all things considered.
Wow, look at that end.
Now let's swap perspectives, but then draw our eyes back to the left because there are 2 pairs of honor tiles and a singleton Dora floating in there, and lots of so tiles.
Like, as much as 3-4 mon is nice, like you really don't want to keep it.
Now Blake will hold on for a while. Also, Amy with a pair of Dora is always scary. We'll see if she can connect to these floating tiles. 5 mon, 3 so.
I'm always curious with a hand like this. You know you want to play aggro because you have value. How?
Right. Probably thinking about 9-pin versus 8-mon versus these honor tiles, because honor tiles to be paired up and you could open your hand with Dora too. Over the East came out already once. It's kind of a tough decision.
Yeah, because Honitsu seems like maybe valid, but also Honitsu is very slow.
Yeah, and Amy seems to be playing here for tile acceptance, cutting the overlapping 8-mon and holding the 9-pin, even though the shapes that the tiles that connect to it are rather weak shapes. It still is just raw efficiency.
Maybe cheat. Maybe force cheat toy, or maybe even toy toy.
Blake, in the meantime, on the left has tripled up the green dragon, so clear path forward for that hand. Also cut a Sotile, so not committed to the flush just yet.
I guess you still have Dora Tunky out, so you don't really have to worry about it, like forcing the Honitsu. Could also has Toy Toy as with this now.
Yeah, maybe even consider the 8 so cut. But okay, just playing for the quick win. 9 so pull.
Curious. Amy didn't seem to have calls off considering that small delay there. Wonder if people get a read based on that West delay.
It's possible. It's possible. I was maybe looking at the other hand, so I didn't notice it as much. And I'm usually very attuned to that sort of thing, so...
Yeah, exactly. Because I was curious, in A1, how much do you believe in those lags?
If it makes sense, then I'll believe it. If something lags, and it makes sense to me that it would lag, like, at this point, I believe someone's got a pair. And it's not Blake. And it's not the dealer, so... Alfred probably knows that it's Amy.
Yep.
And And actually, everyone knows it's Amy, because if it was Alfred, he would have called it with because it's their wind. So
Yes, that is true. That's deductive reasoning.
at this point, it's kind of weird then, because Blake did get to the toy. Oh, we're gonna see a dealer Ricci Pinhu waiting 3-6-0. 6-0 drop would be a double roll.
Do you think Blake is regretting not taking the German weight?
I mean, that's what I was getting at. Like, it's a little scary to go against somebody who has door pair, and you know it's in their hand. You know that they're gonna probably take the fight. So I'm kind of incentivized to some degree to take the wider weight, because I just don't want to let them win with a door 2, or have the chance to fight against me with a door 2.
Yeah. Question. Yeah, it's also the question: what has the better win rate? What's the better outcome? The 5,200 bad weight or oh oh
Yeah, not even 5,200, because there's enough food with the Anko and the Tsumo to make that 6,400. So the toy value pans out here.
Question: If you were there, would you have taken the German weight or the toy weight?
It's probably the toy just based off of the value considerations.
Yeah,
It's hard to go to accept 1 Han as your value when you have a chance at 3.
Yeah.
But I think if Amy reaches, I'm suddenly very interested in folding.
Yeah. Yeah.
Amy, though, in the dealer seat has already opened up for a Tanya Dora 1. And it's interesting that, she's aggressively calling for this Tanya when the Tanya really relies on the 6-mon coming out. And if you draw the 9-mon, you could be in big trouble.
I'm a bit sad about Clinton here, because he drops the West and the Green Dragon. Seems like he just wants the 2K over the possible 8K Honitsu. Do you agree with that?
I think he's playing in a way that you usually do when you have a Diamond. You don't want to give up your good shape, but at the same time, you're not giving up on Honitsu completely. I think if he connected something to the 3-mon, then he definitely would have played for the Honitsu, for the flush.
True.
Gives up the door that temporarily drops a Han, but if you win the East, you get it right back. So, East Yakubai, more Fu. Again, these terminal or honor triplets are really doing work for these players.
See, what I'm seeing as a theme today is just go for full efficiency. Don't care about value.
Yeah, max efficiency, hit the button, draw the winning tile.
It just doesn't feel right for me.
Mahjong really is, at its core, a game of efficiency. And hello, Clinton. Hello, Dora 2. Also the South pair, but that's not quite Yakuhai yet. We're only in East 4.
Again, drops the 1 pin, not really committing to maybe a Honitsu, probably going for more of a, Chitoi maybe? I don't know.
It's a hedge. I think you're hoping to see the Green Dragon eventually, but you're really just playing for Ricci, I guess.
Yeah, I'm more surprised here that Alfred has calls off. There was no hesitation between the Red Dragon. If you're not dealer, I can see that play, but I feel like as dealer, shouldn't you have calls open for the Red Dragon?
I have no problem as dealer calling here, so... but, Alfred does like good Ricci, and his dealer, maybe in this spot, considers it important to be able to pick up more than just 1,500 points.
Yeah, because I can see the argument that maybe we want Sanchoku. This is technically headless if you call Red Dragon, but I'm wondering, isn't 5-pin a pair here? And I guess because you have so much Dramen, there's the argument that maybe you don't want to play that cheap.
Right. Well, Blake doesn't mind playing cheap from first place position. We'll just open up for the East only. 1 away from Tenpai technically. And that's another pair for Clinton, so he's going to actually have to think about this now.
3-mon.
Okay, not too much to think about yet, but some calls might be interesting. For example, the South has come out twice. I missed that Amy's South was the second one.
Where's the first one?
In Alfred's discards.
Oh!
Yeah, that changes the perspective. The Green Dragon's going to come out, so all of a sudden, Mongon announced.
G.
And Amy will call for the Tanya Tenpai, waiting on Sanzo. Which looks pretty safe to Clinton's hand. Early 4-so, 6-so Suji. You're really not worried about the Sozu for him, so you might see Blake cut 1-so, 3-so here.
Are you sure? Like, yeah, well, that is true. There's also the question of, is that possibly Toy Toy?
I mean, you're absolutely right. With all these central tiles coming out, it does feel a little unnatural. 9-mon comes out. Blake's not afraid yet.
That would be a side grade. Would you? I guess 5-so doesn't necessarily help.
9-pin's not that sad. Out of Ko's.
Seven, so
Sozu's not
okay.
the biggest concern. A little hesitation on the 5-mon, so you're expecting at least one group around that 5. And
Might cheaper Tenpai.
G.
It's the bailout play, but you're hoping somebody notices that and just feeds you the path out. Now they're probably thinking you're Tanya though. If this 3-pin comes out, you pull? No, does not. And instead draws the 3, so that's another cheap way to escape the hand. And Amy will take the path out. 3-so for Tanya only.
To be honest, for Alfred, that's not the worst because you'd rather lose 1k than take the 2k, the 4k Simmel.
Yeah, that could have been even worse because Clinton, as you noted, was Toy Toy Ishantan, so could have been 3,000 Oyakabudi difference from what the other players were paying.
This is a weird dealer hand. I was almost wondering, is Honitsu faster?
I don't know. I think you're supposed to just play the shapes. Okay, just draw the east. And now
So Honitsu?
no.
But greed.
Maybe like 6 draws later we can think about Honitsu. I mean, this
Speak
one
of-
so isn't super valuable, but
No, Alfred, you should have kept that thing spin. You could have played Honitsu.
but Alfred's got other designs here. He sees the path to the greediest of value.
I mean, if you can get it, it's worth it, most definitely. How much is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I can see why he went this path.
Nope.
9.
More. And a pair, so 2 away.
Home.
Well, the very least, if you can win this one, that's an easy one-way trip out of the demotion zone.
For sure, Yakuman is a great way to make things happen. Overblocked is Clinton. Just too many geometry shapes. I always hate that because then it means I have to decide what to cut. And he ends up just cutting the door because it didn't fit any of those shapes. There's another tile.
9, so where's the 9, so? Not a single one's out so far.
Clinton can use it. Draws the 6-0 instead, but okay, do we cut 3-4 pin or 7-8 pin? Kind of like cutting the 3-4 because the 6-9 is
Such a good weight.
okay.
The only argument against that is maybe because you know that what's there. Oh, Alfred drops east. He's afraid. What?
He doesn't
Why?
want to cut the Manzu. He thinks Amy is Honitsu probably. And the
But 7-mon is Genbu.
yeah, you're right. And also the east was Shonpai, so that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I was gonna say east could be worse.
Maybe he's actually trying to encourage Blake to win the hand.
Well, the very least, that is a Tenpai for 1k.
Oh, we're going to see the chase with Ricci Pinhu Dora 1. Oh, the 2-so. That's going to deal into the dealer, who will bail out the situation again. All these cheap hands winning. Now, Ricci was going to be really powerful after the con, but Blake diffuses the situation with 1,500. Clocks the stick. It was over 40,000 points, and will repeat again in South 1.
First place, take the 1k win, be happy, move along.
Open up this iPad, you're not too sad. You have door acceptance. You have Tanya shapes, good floating tiles to accept, to attach other tiles to.
Alfred also has a quite fast hand there.
Yeah,
Maybe not Yeah.
a little less optimistic about the floaters, but this 2, 4, 5, 6, 8 shape is really interesting.
Yeah, it's the shape that, well, 8 so being the Dora, like, you really want that 7 so. Though it's also 7 so is 1 out because it's the indicator. Always such a weird shape. Oh,
Just
there's your pair.
Yeah, slim down from the Mon shape, confirm the 1, 2, 3, and move forward. Blake as well with another good draw, so this is 2 away from Tempai. Could use 3, 6, 9 pin 3 times and win the hand.
Yeah, that's a triple ukip for 6 pin.
That Forza really helps. So now we can think about our pair as somewhere else. We're a little bit sad now that we've got the 3 so because we've got limited acceptance of any more so tiles. Like the door draw now is a little bit uncomfortable for us.
Well, if we can get 5 mon, I'd still be very happy with this end. Okay, that works.
That's Shanten.
Ooh, drops the 4 mon. Do you like that?
I guess it accepts all the pin tiles. You're not going to get any mon tiles to Tempai, but you know, every single pin tile will be a Tempai one way or another.
Takes the
Ooh.
chi. I feel very sad about that. That yeah, like if you waited 1 turn, you would have gone the 3 pin.
Which isn't, you know, the best Tempai either, but at least it's Tanyao Ipeko.
Yeah, it just like this. Obviously, as dealer, Tempai is Tempai. It just feels so sad losing so much value.
Yeah, and more than that, it's like our Tempai isn't very good either, so we're gonna be okay. That's an
Okay.
well, sort of an improvement. Most of the 3 pins are out, but
I mean, Alfred's dropping that 6 pin.
yeah, that's the saving grace here. Alfred's been hoping to draw around. He does get Tempai with it, but probably doesn't like this.
That's Richinomi bad weight. Ugh.
Cutting a door to do so as well.
Dom.
Or clinking the pin could just give you your points.
Okay, so 1500 plus 300 Homba, and 1 Han at a time. Blake is building a point barrier. Also, that brings everyone below 30,000 points, which will be notable if we can end the game in this situation, because that will give Blake a plus 20 points of Uma for first, rather than having just plus 15.
So, Nathaniel, what happens if you have a situation where 3 people go for Honitsu?
Things get really scary really quickly. Everyone opens, they all feed each other tiles, and suddenly you have to decide which Honitsu you're afraid of the least.
Because I feel like Alfred is not gonna feel well in a few turns.
Pon? Okay. I see you, Amy. Maybe a con in the future. But
could chi this if okay, yeah, it doesn't chi.
Yeah, having that extra 3 pin left over is really good for Amy's acceptance, because yeah, we get the 4 pin, we get the 2 pin. There's a future though where Clinton ends up with Toy Toy Honitsu. Double south.
Oh no.
That's not the Tempai we wanted. We drop the pay. When we draw the 3 mon, we con, and then Rinch on the south. How's that sound? Pom. It's sad, but we have to drop the 1 now. And now Alfred's 4 mon is not a happy dealing.
This is a minefield. Like, it's like, you have to drop Soju here no matter what now. Like, you're not passing Manzu. You never know when Amy's going to be Tempai with Pinzu. Oh, no.
That's going to be a Mongon. Double south Honitsu.
Happy you didn't draw the 3 mon.
Right,
if you drew 3 mon, you would be really dead now.
Oh, imagine 12k instead. That is one saving grace, but it is going to be a rough comeback here, although Amy still has a dealership remaining, and we're just in South too, so there's some time to recover. But yeah, as you called right from the beginning, Honitsu versus Honitsu is, you know, it's a race to Tempai, and then once you're there, you're just praying that you draw the right tiles. Clinton in the dealer spot now. 5 Mondora, 1 in hand.
I'm in the wrong mindset. I was looking at Alfred's hand. I was like, "Is this Honitsu?"
Uh-oh. we turned a Tanyan brain into Honitsu brain.
You know for a fact. Like the hand that I play if I don't play Tanya is always Honitsu.
Yeah, I think this is a little too far. Okay, never mind. You know, we're thinking about it. We're thinking about Chitoy.
Yeah, so Amy's hand is the Honitsu, right?
I just can't. I can't get you off this thought, can I? It's a Chanta. Okay? We'll be fine. Sanzo, also a Chanta tile, also a Onitsu tile.
Oh, I was gonna say, no,
Oh,
no,
8-pin at least, surely.
exactly, Amy. You have no dreams.
Or maybe just dreams for the wrong things. See? Oh, 9-pin. That's a Chanta
Oh,
tile.
come on,
The
that's
last 9-pin,
boring.
I bet you weren't expecting that.
That's not even a Shanten, is it?
It's not Sanshoku, that's what's sad. Chanta Sanshoku Yakuhai. Okay, we have to look at the hands that are actually going to win, though.
Oh, that's a good draw.
Blake already opened up with the Hatsu. Ishanten now with multiple pairs.
Ooh, dropping 3-mon. That's a funny move by Amy.
Yeah, I mean, we need a pair, and 3-mon and 2-mon don't give Chanta pairs, so.
Oh. Ooh, Clington is gonna be in for a bad time if he drops that south.
I don't know if he thinks Amy is ready yet. A 2-pin
Yeah.
will come out and just bail out with the 1,000 to Blake.
Yeah, I mean, luckily he didn't drop the south, because south was hurt a bit more.
Yeah, Chanta South. Yakuhai. I gotta say, is this Blake's playstyle? I haven't really seen them play in A1 that much yet, but there are a lot of 1,000 point hands, just shutting down the big hands in the game.
The thing is, Blake is doing what I would call a good quote-unquote rank move. You get points ahead, and when you're ahead, you can easily play 1k, 2k fast hands, because at that point, you don't care about value, because you're just shutting down hands. The problem is when you're in a situation like Amy where you have to force big hands. That's when things spiral down, because if you can't get a big hand, you just keep getting sumo losses, and you just end up in 4th place like this.
Yeah, at this point, this is maybe Amy's last chance at getting a positive score here. There is a world where that can happen with this hand. If we draw Dora, that's a good start. If we draw Itsu, that's another path. The problem is it's a little inefficient to play for the Itsu, so she needs a 3-mon and a 7-mon. We'll see if she draws anything in between then that will convince her to move in a different direction.
Doesn't even consider 3 so for Tanya.
A tear rolls down your cheek. It's okay. Here's a 3-mon. Do we call? Are we that desperate?
We might be.
Amy says no. We're not that desperate yet.
Yeah, maybe after like 2 or 3 turns, she might just call it again.
Yeah, we're starting to get close to Tempai for some of these players. Clinton Ishanten, and actually Alfred with a super wide Ishanten on the right with potentially mega value. There's a chance at 234 Sanshoku with Tanyao. There's a chance at Itsu.
What?
Dora!
Not dropping 9 so?
And Amy actually gives some serious consideration to calling that.
I understand the Sakikiri, but you can still accept that 8 so with the 7 so draw, surely, right?
Yeah. Well, this is a Tempai. Do we want this Tempai? No. And I agree with Alfred. We can do so much better than Ricci Dora 1 on Shabo 1 so 5-pin.
I mean, 1 so would come out very easily.
Wow, there's the 7-mon. So now it's decision time. Do we go headless with the 5 so? Yes.
Okay. Whatever you put Simon!
Oh,
sure,
no.
see.
Alfred wasn't watching the game that we just saw in C1 where all the Richi's Ipatsumoed.
G.
Okay, there's the Tempai. This is where we'd prefer to have the 5 so back, but this is fine.
Ugh.
At least we're Tempai. That's the important thing.
Yeah, and Alfred's gonna regret this if he doesn't win.
Oh, punishment. We are so sad now.
Do we take this over the just swap with 5
I think we do. Because we could still Tsumo the door and it's huge.
So about that Dora.
Too bad we can't chi that and then cut the 5 so.
So Clinton, about that 8 so Sakigiri you did before.
Amy is now on South Tonki again. And Alfred calls for the Itsu.
Oh my gosh, I hate this.
Yeah, I mean, it was getting late. It was getting really late though.
I hate it though. Like, I understand why you have to do it, but I just hate it. Ah, gosh.
That's Ishanten now for Blake. All these players opening, but that actually makes their hands look cheaper. So there's no reason to really fold out with the South-South pair.
Khan?
Oh,
Hey, so about the 5 so similar.
this is the strategy. Oh,
Ooh.
wow. Ricci with only 7 draws remaining. There's the
Oh
Epoch tile.
no!
Hatsu
Oh
come out
no!
first. Hatsu come out first.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we have Gambu. We can do that first.
South is Shompai, so it's not really that great of a cut here. 7-pin is not much better, but it will come out anyway. Oh, I trust both tiles. Well, we don't have a draw left, so we just 1-pin and fold.
We can just do 6-pin. Yeah.
6-pin's totally fine too. 2 mons, Gambutsu.
Mon.
Okay, we're escaping. Everything's fine. 3 players Tempai. That was that hand went all sorts of directions. And we go again. Amy in the dealer seat. 1 Ricci stick, 1 Homba. Dora 8 so again. Hopefully it doesn't mean we're gonna see a repeat of the last hand.
Amy, don't Sakigiri that 8 so. I know it looks tempting, but don't Sakigiri.
West pair now. 4 pairs for Amy. Could we see a Chitoy?
I mean, that looks like the play, right? Because I don't see how this hand gets much faster playing normal.
The tiles are so disconnected. Well, there's a 5 mon, so that helps towards a normal hand. On the right, Alfred moving in the direction of a Pinfu. Maybe a Ricci with the Dora. 8 so.
Curious, is 1 mon better for Itsu or is 8-pin better for Sanchuk?
That's interesting. I guess 8 mon has Tanya and 1 mon doesn't.
Sure. Yeah, I guess that could be yeah, that makes sense.
I'm just trying to think of something that I know you'll agree with.
But realistically, Tanya doesn't have it much because of the 7-9 so block.
Right.
So yeah, like obviously 8-pin is probably going to leave here. Like they both were going to leave at the end.
The thing is, like, the 1 mon is technically better because it supports the 2 mon pair. However, the 3 mon already overlaps with the 4-5, and the 6 mon overlaps with the 4-5 and the 7-8. So you already have so much overlap there that I don't think it's that much stronger. They're both pretty weak. I think they're both going to come out.
Yeah. Interestingly, doesn't want to drop that 8-pin for it. Really wants greed for Sanchoku, I feel like.
Really, really think about that Sanchoku. Blake also opening up already Tempai on the Dora, and Clinton. Yo, that door's gonna come out, and Blake was already there. South door 2. That will also collect the stick in the home boss. So this is going to be notable again as Clinton falls below 30k, this time going into all last. So that's actually really relevant at this point. Can Blake hold on to all of the UMA points?
Well, I'm going to say Amy has a 1k hand right there. It's just that, ooh, Amy's hand is one of the funny hands that you have to ask yourself, do you want to open or not?
I mean, okay, we have to consider the gap for overtaking. I'm going to just do the math on our screen. 89, so that's actually not that bad of a gap. Like, Mangon Sumo is doable, which means you probably have to stay closed in Ricci.
But now Clinton's going to drop the red. So now you have to... Okay.
That's almost a good thing. Because we can work around the Chu now. We can cut away from the Chu even in some cases.
Sure. It's going to be a bit slower, but now you're pretty much asking yourself, okay, now I have to either force the Tanyao or the South Tanki. Or maybe Chitoy. I don't like Chitoy.
Well, there's a pair, so we might have to consider it.
Yeah.
It's kind of tough to make this choice, actually, because if you're playing for Tanyao, you want to hold the 6 mon and the 6 so. But Tanyao's probably not good enough, so we're really relying on the South at this point, at which point we like the Chitoy option.
The 6-pin, oh my goch, the toy would be so good if Red Dragon was just not dead.
Yeah, 6 so first. We'll just see what happens. I mean, really the big question is what happens to the South? Blake's holding 1, the rest are in the wall, so when Amy draws the South, she'll have a decision to make, whether to play for Toy Toy with 2 Dora, and potentially the South Yakuhai with 3 Dora, or to play for Chitoy.
Amy is in such a weird hand, because that's a hand that's like, you're technically Ishan 10 for Sananko, but that Sananko is like one of the most dead Sanankos you could ever find.
It's definitely not an easy hand to play, which is why I'm extremely interested in watching Amy navigate this?
We have Alfred here, Ishanten for possibly Pinfu. Really wants the 4-pin draw for the Pinfu side.
The 7-mon draw for Clinton helps. That's a backup pair, so he just has all the blocks he needs for a Tanyo. Is a Tanyo good enough for him? 1,000, not quite enough. Even with the Sumo open, is not quite enough to get over 30k, so he's going to need to rely on somebody slamming a Ricci and then winning, or going to need to stay closed.
Alfred takes the Dama. I can understand this. It's such a, like, I understand, like, you probably Ricci this because it's your dealer, but it feels so bad to Ricci this Ricci no me bad weight.
Especially when you're in a position where if Amy just has the south, you can die. You can just deal in and get last. Okay, he's going to wait one turn, decide, can't wait any
Ricci.
longer, and just slam.
I don't know how I feel about that. If you're gonna Ricci,
it's fine.
That's a draw for Clinton. What are you gonna do?
Nothing's good here, so you might just throw the 1-mon, 2-mon.
Yeah.
And Amy has to fight here, of course. Oh, Dora passes. Amy, Alfred breathes a sigh of relief. Blake's happy, and Amy is now sad because that was the value in this hand. But dealer has declared Ricci, so she'll just chase.
4 7-pin.
Not quite, just a 7-pin.
Oh, that's the Ipeko. Yeah, that's, oh gosh.
And if she hits direct, Ricci Ipeko with some Uda could do it.
It's 1 out. So yeah, Amy's on a 1 out weight. Alfred's on a 1 out weight. Both on the same Suji.
4 7-pin is bad, just not not to the same person. 1 tile for each. The 4-pin is drawn. That is the last 4-pin, so all the tiles of these weights have been drawn. As long as everyone holds strong, we will go to Ryukyoku. However, the dealer has declared Ricci, which means we will see another round.
Unless the 7-pin comes out.
Yeah, big question now for Clinton, who he's the closest to being able to fight. Can he get out correctly? 9 so passes. Blake has the last discard.
And it's just walled.
Is there a safe tile here? Did 6 so come out afterwards? Yes, it did.
Okay.
All right, that still leaves everything to play for here. 2 Ricci sticks and a home bob. Now means that any win by Clinton will move him over 30,000 points.
Pretty much everyone except for Amy will be happy to go for a 1k hand now.
Yeah, Amy needs a little bit more. And another Dragon Dora.
Okay, chicken game. Where are the white dragons? Not on the board yet.
This time. Oh, goodness. Amy with pairs, though. She's Chito Ishanten.
I mean, probably gonna slam it, because, yeah, again, what was the saying? Chito is the shortcut to Hanuman? Was that it?
That is the saying indeed, and Hanuman would be the path to second place. Second place over 30k, which would be just amazing given how this game has started. I also kind of like Amy cutting the 3 1-pin here, rather than just playing the 6-mon out. In part because I just think it's hilarious to win Chitoi with pairs of all the single tile in your hand. Like 3-mon, 6-mon, 9-mon, Suji is completely paired up in your hand. But also it disguises the fact that you're doing Chitoi a little bit.
This could be a different route. Come on, Amy, drop the 6-mon. Come on. Okay, yes, South is just 1 dead, I guess, so efficiency-wise, I guess you drop South, but still.
This East way is going to be pretty good. Ricci Chitoi will rely on hitting Uda, though. Unless she gets Alfred directly.
7, so that is efficiency, yeah. Also sets up the Siege Trap, but that makes Alfred Ishanten. Oh gosh, that's a great draw. Only question is, where's the last green dragon?
And you can see Blake is not really playing this hand normally, just playing for a Chitoi, because that white dragon will never leave the hand.
Ooh, okay.
Ricci.
Ricci no Mi.
Great weight, though. Oh, the Hatsu immediately drawn. Clinton can go 8-mon, West is possible as well. Doesn't have to deal in immediately.
Yeah. You really don't want to deal into Alfred right now because if it's a Mangan, you have to fight against Amy at that point, which you never want to be in a 4th place fight.
Ooh, Amy considered calling the 8 pin and going for Toy Toy, but good thing she didn't because she would have dealt in at this point.
Also, the 3-mon there. Like, seeing those come out is really sad, but like, you can't open for Toy Toy no Mi.
See, Toy Toy, I mean, I guess, yeah.
Ah.
52, 55, becomes, yeah, she could actually hit 58, 98, or 88 is just 100 points shy. I know it would have been enough,
No.
but
Yikes. Yeah, it was getting to the point where Amy just couldn't find any safety tiles, so she ended up doing her safe tile, the 1 chance 9 pin. Sadly, Shabos don't care about 1 chance.
unfortunately not. However, this is notable as it gives Alfred over 30k and still fighting for first. Can run up these dealership as long as he wants.
So this is a really scary situation for Amy because she cannot allow Clington to win a 300 hand.
Yeah, now that one player or two players are above 30k, if Clinton gets above as well, she will be eating the minus 20 UMA for being the only player below 30,000 points. So at this point, maybe she doesn't try to surpass anybody here, but just goes to win a hand and prevents herself from losing the bonus the extra points. And she has a really strong Ishantan.
Yeah, I was gonna say
quick.
she's Ishantan for Itsu.
Now maybe not strong, but the value is there to a certain degree, and it's fast.
Yeah. Clington's got a double the Yakuai pair there. 9-mon. Does that 9-mon help? That's a weird 9-mon.
It helps if you play for Chinitsu, but that's going to involve cutting a full 654 pin.
Huh. That would be an interesting situation.
All right, Clinton sees the path to Han. It's not. Depending on how he wins to Han, it might not be enough to get him over 30k.
He needs 2,700 with the sticks in the middle. That's 2,600. That's a funny thing. You still have.
If he drew an Anko himself, then he'd have the food to make it happen. If he gets a Khan, he can make it happen. If someone throws in a Ricci stick. Oh, and this 3-mon's got to come out, right? Eventually.
If it comes out, then Clington has to take that run.
Yes, it doesn't give you over 30k, but it changes position, so we'll take it. 456 on Choku.
Yeah, that way you can also get Tanyao.
Oh, wow, Clinton could be Honitsu Ishanten if he can go with the 8-9 cut. Of course, 9 so being Dora. Would have been interesting if he'd hedged with the 3-mon cut first, but now connects to the 3-mon, so headless Ishanten. Just confirms this with a 7-9
pin. Okay, that's a weird draw. Okay, draw, but I can see where it's coming from.
Doesn't matter, just the sumo. And I think that will do it. Yep, because Alfred was the dealer. Clinton will overtake by 700 points.
But it gives 5 points to Blake.
Blake is the only player above 30k. We'll get the plus 36.7 with a full 20 points of first place Uma, being the only player floating over starting value. Clinton only takes 0.1 loss, sneaks out of here with the second place. Alfred, minus 5.8 third, is acceptable but sad. And Amy, unfortunately, took the minus 30.8 here. Not a lot of things going her way in the first game. However, I do believe they're going to play another one. And hopefully it is just exciting as that game was.
It feels so sad to be Alfred. You lost 800 points from net neutral. You lose 5 points.
Yeah. And after all that work he did to come back into just over 30k. Well played. That certainly was an entertaining game to watch, as all the games have been tonight. But we'll get to see at least one more game. I think we'll just call this game our final one, the one that's about to start in a couple minutes. The second game of this series. And let's take a look at the standing screen now that the scores have updated. Things are centering out a little bit more. Blake climbs up to the spot that Amy found. Basically, Amy and Blake traded places. And Clinton and Alfred basically stayed in the same spot they were before. So not a lot of movement after only one game.
You know, I'm starting to see A1 is just what's your win rate? Essentially, if you have high win rate, you're essentially going to do well. Hatter is an interesting situation, but yeah, mostly the top people are all just high win rate. You do well.
I've got a 15.6 win rate, the second lowest in the league so far.
But you have that second highest average win value.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that happened.
So you're trying my game style.
Similarly, Joe also we are the lowest win rate, but we have the highest win average. It's just small sample size. We've only played 8 games, and so the numbers haven't had a chance to regress back to the mean. But all right, next game is moments away from starting. I think I saw that it pops up very soon. Oh, that's actually way sooner than I was expecting. I'm gonna have to hasten my refresh here, my refresh skills. And as we do so, we also will have a commentary swap out. Oh, just in time as well. Welcome to Lucas.
Yeah, hey Nathaniel.
Happy to see you again, and you get to take over for me as I let my throat rest a little bit. It was a brilliant game 1. Hopefully, game 2 shines just as hard.
I'm hoping to see some more Honitsu this time. Let's see what we do here.
Well, seems like the game started. We have our first dealer being Alfred this time. On the right here, we have Blake, opposite Amy, and on the left, we have Clinton. What do you think about the hands?
Definitely like this dealer hand. That one's looking really nice. Like if you just discard 5 so here, that looks really nice.
How often does this get Sanchuk?
I mean, you're like Ishan 10 for it, so I don't know exactly how often, but often enough that it's really good.
I'm also wondering, how often do you call open for 2-pin or 5-pin?
I always just pass, I think. I guess you could like maybe call Dora, but I kind of just want to greed. I don't know. Now you see 3 calls, honestly, you probably call Dora. Yeah, it looks like we're going for the I guess we're going for the 2-5 pin Ryomen because it's Dora. I was thinking you could also maybe go for the 6-9 so, but then if you get 9 so you lose Tanyo, and then might as well just greed.
I'm also curious, do you think Amy will call the Red Dragon?
It goes from 3 Han up to 4 Han. Yeah, I would if it was up to me, I would call. I don't know if Amy will call, but I would. It's like, I mean, are you really gonna try to fold from 4 tiles? That's kind of how I think about it.
That's fair.
So, might as well just like maximize the value. It's not like we think this 8-pin weight is anything great. If you had like a Ryomen weight, I wouldn't pawn, but here, like, yeah, sure, why not? I'll take just like a random Tonki. Upgrade my value.
Though it looks like Clinton is probably going to fold here because I don't think he wants to drop either the 2-pin or the Red Dragon.
Here we go. Got the Tenpai. Didn't quite get the Sanchoku, but Mentampin, Takamedora. Certainly quite happy with that one.
That is not a fun tile for Amy to see. He actually folds on it.
Yeah, it's, I suppose, like, if you think you have like 9-pin Gambutsu and then you're gonna try Chun Chun Chin's like Shompai, so it's not guaranteed to pass, but it passes often enough and it's late enough that you can probably get away with folding here. Especially if you can draw into safe tiles. It is scary pushing the... Oh, here we go. Now we're going to push it for the Riemann weight, though. It's 30-10, though. Yeah.
Huh.
So now pushes it.
That can't win because of the Fury 10.
Hmm.
You ever seen a tournament where someone runs that and gets comboed for the Fury 10?
Actually, I don't think I have seen a tournament 30-10 Chombo at one of my tables. I know it is one of the more common Chombos, though, for sure. Oh, there's the door draw. Might fold in the door draw. That's a scary one to push. We'll see what Amy does. Yeah, goes for the chin there.
Okay, so yeah, it seems like good fold up for Amy from 4 tiles.
Yeah, managed to dodge that lead door draw. So now we got a high pie with 4 pairs and a Dora. So we have to at least consider Chitoy. Actually going 2-mon first kind of tells me that we're thinking we definitely have Chitoy in the mind if we're keeping these like the West over the 2-mon. That to me seems like a Chitoy play. At least like a little bit of a hedge towards Chitoy.
Yeah, I was wondering, is this ever Toy Toy?
I really prefer Chitoy when I have a lone Dora, because like Toy Toy doesn't let you use the 9-so unless you happen to pair it up as well.
Aha.
Boom.
Makes sense. On the right here, Blake seems like going for the good old... Maybe 1K call, might go Dora Tanki here.
Ryman's got a bit of a tricky one. Okay, so they were Chitoy Ishanten as well, but decided to break it for just the normal Tanya instead, going Haku Haku. With 2 completed blocks, I think that's enough that you can probably go normal. And now they're like normal hand Ishanten, so it definitely seems like this might work out for them. In fact, they drew straight into Tempai. See if they are happy with this Champon. Gonna go for Dama. Try to upgrade the Manzu shape. Just take the Dama Tanya out for now.
Do you like it?
Yeah, I do like it. It's only 3 tile weight, so I think we definitely can just be happy to take our Tanya Roan and then keep the option to upgrade in Manzu.
Ooh, Alfred has that weird 9, so that he might have to... Okay, does not want to drop the 9, so no matter what.
Yeah, because we're Chitoy Ishanten. Drawing 7 pin, yeah, just gonna throw that one back as well. So here's a 7-mon. Oh, doesn't... Oh, 30-10 on the 8, I see. Yeah. Doesn't want to take the pin fu 30-10.
Wouldn't that be 3-sided though?
Oh. Wait, yeah, because you could do... Yeah, you could do 3-6. Well, it works out, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Well, it works out. They took the Champon and wins. So, does at least collect that stick. Now, this high pie. Not anything really too special from dealer here. Just gonna try to go for like a Ricci.
Clinton also looks like maybe trying to aim for Tanya Pimfu there, maybe Ibeko.
Yeah, definitely. Just like, I don't think it's a hand you really want to call from. At least not yet. You could. It does have Tanya shapes. You could call if you want to cheat 2 pin. It's like that's a call you can make. If you complete it, oh, doesn't want to even keep the 9 pin. I think we definitely should be keeping the 9 pin, because if you're thinking about Tanya, like you can just get rid of 1 mon. So yeah, I think we should definitely want the 8 pin acceptance there.
Is E too strong in that hand?
Well, no, it's just you just have a 9-7 conch on. If you just fill the 8 pin, it's Like you just have two completed Pinsu blocks. It's not even necessarily E2.
Amy's Ishanten for Sananko.
That could be fun.
Curious, if Amy gets a Sananko, is she gonna Dama for possible Suanko?
Yeah, I think you almost if you get the Sanako, you like very often Dom. If you have like a really strong Jiamen, like sometimes you can just reach E, but if you end up like Kanchan 7-pin Sanako, like yeah, just Dama. Oh, alright, there we go. 6-pin, Suhanko Ishan 10.
3 mons are both in the wall right now. 6-pin is one in Klinkton's hand, one in the wall.
Come.
Ooh.
There we
Funny
go.
button.
6-mon new Dora. Is one Dora over to Alfred.
Boom.
Oh, we're gonna see the 5-mon pawn. I don't really like this because you can't really use Dora anymore.
リーチ
Oh.
Get into Tenpai here. This still has the
Dom.
oh wow, Ipatsu Roam. This is
Richi.
Richi no Ri.
Ipatsu.
Well, if Ipatsu. There we go, 3,900 points.
Oh hey, the 2 Han that's actually 3 Han.
That is enough to go up into first place. Another pretty tame dealer hand. Maybe you can shift it into a Tanyo. See.
Dealer's hand is one that it's one of those hands that I always think, do I want to try forcing a Kuitanya, or is that like too desperate?
I think you can cheese 6, so I think that'd be okay. It's the hand's like really slow, and I do like to play more aggressive on my dealership. So I'm okay going for like far away calls. Alfred getting some nice draws.
It's not funny shape with 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's the 5 Dramen shape.
Yeah, just the 2 Shanten with 6 blocks. You'll figure out what to cut depending on what you draw into.
Ooh, that gives Blake Ishanten. Doesn't have any Dramens left, so there's a question: are you happy with reach +1 here for
For
Blake?
sure. Yeah, for sure.
Ooh.
Okay, so now, actually, gonna continue to play 6 blocks. I think that was a good opportunity to go down to 5 blocks from Alfred.
Would you do the 6-7 so?
No, maybe this actually is good because this gives you pin food chance. So never mind. I think I changed my mind. I think this actually is a good 3 so. Go for the pin because you're planning to cut Haku Haku. If you're going, you might as well cut Haku Haku later. Okay,
Yeah.
never mind. I do like it.
リーチ
Well, that's Tenpai for Blake for reach +1 on 7-mon, which is all walled.
Yeah, this is a nice looking weight.
Oh, hey, about the Ipat's mechanic.
Yeah, there's one of them. Going to go with the 8-pin.
That's
I guess one
push.
chance. Yeah, there was one 7-pin discard, so one chance 8-pin.
Oh, sure. Like it's not more than
You did have like Genbutsu 2-mon.
Yeah. And
So
dropping.
I'm not sure how that decision. It was like made really quickly too. I was kind of surprised. It's like
Interesting, because if you drop 2-mon there, you still have Chitoy out.
yeah. I don't know. We'll see how this works out. Well, now connects to the 7-mon. It is fruity 10 on the 9-mon. I guess we just cut that. And we'll see if this is able to be Mawashi'd.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of people in the sport are not going full fold,
Gee.
but are trying for some type of Mawashi.
Yeah, we're going to see a Chi here. So this is Ishan 10. And then that 7-pin. Okay, yeah, it does cut the 7-pin here, the one chance.
7, so it looks kind of bad, huh?
It looks really bad.
That is Suji.
Yeah, we'll see. I would just kind of be tempted to be folding because you have so many like dangerous tiles and even Tenpai, and that is what we're gonna see.
Yeah. No need
Is
to
it
take the risk of
fourth
Suji
four
when
pin?
you're not close.
Yeah, I'm thinking about what the play is here. They go for 5, so Nakasuji.
Amy is in Ishanten. She might push 5 slow for Tenpai. No, 5 slow is Genbu, so she'll take any chi for Tenpai. That is Tenpai.
We're gonna see a con here as well. You might as well. Free.
Yeah.
Just push it. Okay. That I don't really know why you don't con there. Yeah, but you could just draw into Tenpai. I guess like if you're for sure not pushing any of those tiles. I don't know.
Well, that makes that Amy still has a chance for more dealer stuff. Ooh, this is a possible Sanchuka. What is the best discard here? Do you just drop white? Yeah.
Yep. It's Dora, but anything else you just lose so much speed. I like reading Dora quite a bit, but in this case, I think it just had to go.
Fair, yeah, because the only loose tile you would have is 5 pin, but dropping 5 pin for your first tile doesn't feel very nice.
No, not at all. Because you really do want to improve this 1/3 Monkanshan. Oh, never mind, actually. Amy does decide to get rid of the 5 pin, so I was happy enough with the 1/3 Monkanshan. Is just willing to drop the floating 5 pin.
So is that Amy just saying I don't want to deal with White Dragon Dora, I just want to get rid of it early?
I'm not sure. Maybe values the double east more than the Dora.
That's fair. Yeah, that could be a
I'm not
valid
sure.
assessment.
Ooh, there's a nice Kanchan fill, although hand's still pretty far away.
So now that we have a board like this where 2 of the doors are out, do you think people are incentivized to push more even if like a reach comes out?
Reaches are still expensive, but you can push a lot into open hands.
That's fair. Essentially, pretty much as long as they don't have Honitsu, it's free push.
Yeah. I mean, like, if your hand doesn't have a chance of winning, you still can like just save yourself a couple thousand points, but it's pretty hard to make Mongon without the Dora when you don't have Akka.
Yeah, and we can see here Blake is Ishanten for currently Reach Nomi, but that does seem to have both Tanyao and Sanchuka upgrades. Or so, do you cheat that?
I don't think I would.
Huh. Is the standard cut they're not 3-mon for the Summon-chan?
Really trying for the Sanshoku, which I don't hate. This also sets like the Suji trap early, so I kind of like this play.
Oh, okay.
This is the value play, which I am a fan of here. It's I think the 3-mon. Yeah, there's definitely reasons. Like let's see, because there's 1 south, 2 3-mon, so it's like 3 tiles.
リーチ
I kind of like this just because it's the Suji
Ricci.
trap, but doesn't know how much you value that. Okay, so we have Ricci and then Sumugiri Ricci.
Yeah, I just appreciate how Blake was just like, as soon as he saw that, he's like,
Oh wow! In 1 turn he plots it. I think it's the second. That's the second wait 1 turn we've seen from Blake, right? I think we saw it last game as well. The wait 1 turns. That time working out perfectly.
I just love how he, like, as soon as that reach came out, he wasn't even thinking. He's like, yeah, I'm just reaching back. And then just gets the eat bots.
Yeah. I think I was probably planning to reach even without the reach. I think it was just wait 1 turn, but I don't know. It was like, yeah, they'd already made up their mind. All right. Well, now on to Clinton's dealership, who does start with the Hatsu pair. You don't have like another. Yeah, here comes the Hatsu. Let's see if Clinton decides to call. Does go for it.
I think
And I think
if you lag that much, you're kind of forced to call, right?
no, you don't have to call it.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
I mean, if you were gonna pass, ideally it wouldn't
Home.
lag. But just because you have calls on doesn't mean you have to call. Like you can still think about it and make the best decision.
Oh, okay. So you're not a style that worries that people are gonna like hoard it or something like that if you wait that long on the green.
Well, no, because there's also just fake lag all the time. So
That's fair.
I don't know. Like if you think it's a bad call, just don't call it. Don't like trick yourself into thinking. I think it was a good call though. It was fine. I am kind of surprised they cut 5 mon instead of 2 mon.
Kong.
Oh, here we go. We got the con now. 8 so Nudora.
That gives Blake a possible Dora usage.
There's a Ryomen upgrade.
Ooh, great Tempai. 1 for so. Currently, no one on the board can use 1 so in their hand. So if it,
Oh,
yep.
speaking of, right on time. Another Yakuhai pair start. This time Haku.
Home.
Quick Yakuhai call across the way from Blake. Who has... Oh, okay. The Hatsu's nice. The hand was looking pretty slow, but having another pair you can call here helps quite a
Home.
bit. There's going to be the pawn.
This
Now Ishan 10.
this is what I'm amazed about Blake. He knows when he's gonna call, and he's very confident about it.
Yeah, if you're used to playing in person, that's like I think something that probably if you play a lot in person, that's definitely something you learn.
Yeah, and I find it interesting how Clinton is like near the opposite. He's a style who I've seen it at least twice. I think this session so far. He'll have a Yakuai pair that he'll just pass because he thinks it's better for value.
Yeah, I mean depends on the hand. I've definitely passed Yakuhai pawns before. It really just depends. There's a nice 4-pin
That's
fill. I'm just gonna cut the 1 pin for Tanyo. It's a perfect Ishan 10 with a door as well. And even Sancho with chance. So Amy's got a really nice hand here.
Ooh. Clinton decides to shift to Tanya now that he has that 3 pin
Home.
that he really doesn't want to drop. Ooh. Amy
Yeah,
opens
I don't like this pawn from Amy. This is, I don't know, taking only 2,000 point template here. I get that like your Kamicha is called twice, but man, you had like Menzen Sanshoku Ishan 10.
Yeah, I was gonna
And this is now
say
just like 2,000 points.
maybe you take that call maybe end of second row.
Yeah, I'd be pretty late. I would want to call that. I guess like really like towards the very end of the second row, maybe then like 20 tiles left or something is when I call that.
Like I guess it's happy that like maybe in ranked you're a lot happier because in ranked you want to go 4th place avoidance.
No, I just want to win in ranked. Yeah, just forget about it. I'm not happy with 3rd places. I'm happy with 1st places. All right. So South won into Alfred's second dealership with a pretty uninspiring dealer hand. Not great.
This
He's
one
tried
that
drawn to some sort of men's in tempai. The double non is quite nice from Blake. Who should be going for Honitsu, but
yeah.
is not.
I feel like I guess Blake is thinking because he's 1st place, he doesn't want it. He just wants to go like for the fastest tempai possible.
It's just like so free to cut terminals and hold like guest wins to go try for Honey 2 there.
Yeah.
Like
But
terminals are just garbage. Just get rid of the terminals. Who needs them?
Yeah, though now because of that, I guess even if he didn't do that, yeah, now if he draws a ramen on other shapes, he's probably gonna
Okay.
just take 2k.
We're doing it now. Now we're holding the north. Although the north is twice good, so I guess it's more just like a safe tile.
Amy's got a funny hand there.
Yeah, it draws into the Ipeko. So this is like headless ramen. And if you draw into 1/2/3 mon, then you get Sanshoku chance. 1 mon draw is really fun here. Your Ishan 10 for Junchan Sanshoku Ipeko.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, this looks so close to Junchan. Like, what happens here if you draw the 9 so or the 9 pin?
You just take Tanki Tenpai. Yeah, you just take Tanki Tenpai. You don't Richi, but like you just wait for a good Tanki, and then Richi on it. This is because you could even get Junchan or Chanta if you just happen to draw a terminal.
Question is, do you reach that or Dama that?
Dama. Junchan Ipeko for Dama 4 Han.
Speaking of value, Blake is Ishan 10 for Honitsu here.
Yeah, with the double south as well.
Does that help?
7, so
That helps.
that definitely helps. That gives you the Tenpai on the 5/6 so.
What are the upgrade calls here?
リーチ
Oh, this is gonna be a Richi on the 6/9 mon. I don't really like this Richi because you don't even get the Ipeko on the 9 mon. It's not even like a good weight. Like it's Nobuton, but you're using like the 9 mon only has 1 left. So it's kind of just like a random 6 mon Tonki, which I don't feel like amazed about. But we'll see if it works out for Amy.
So you're confirmed Pimfu, right?
Oh. Wait, yes?
Dom.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
this
you
is
always
like
get, yeah, okay. That's true, that is true. So it's better than normal number 10. Yeah, either way it would have been Pinfu, okay. So there you do get that, I guess. That does make it better. And it does work out because the Kami 6 mon came out, so good Richi,
Yep.
good Richi. I wasn't really thinking about Pinfu, yeah. That does make it better. I don't know if I would reach it because it's still kind of
it's
ugly
sad, but
6 mon, but the Pinfu is nice. I didn't think about the Pinfu.
I think Amy was thinking like maybe it takes too much time. Like how many times do you want to how many turns do you want to wait to get an upgrade?
Yeah. That's fair. I mean, it worked out. Got there in the end. So, over to Blake now, who has this 1 pin Dora. Man, all these dealer hands have really not been good.
Yeah, it's like it just yeah. It's one of those games that just there's no reason for anyone to ever get a deal repeat.
You know, with some good draws, you can potentially win, but this is like Penchon, Penchon, Conchon pair, Conchon, Conchon. Everything, all bad.
Well, we finally have Ramen. Just decides to not even take the 5 blocks and just breaks the Penchon.
Yeah, looking for a faraway Sanshoku here with the 2 mon. Oh, there's 1 block complete. Filled our round then.
Could even accept each draws now, I guess.
Potentially. We're not really that close, but you never know.
ポン
This can be the tune called from Alfred.
I think Alfred's trying to greet Dora Tunki here with that 3 drop.
Well, there's your answer to your question of if we're going to go for E2. That's the 9 minus 2 Girid.
Ah.
I think we definitely could have probably held that over the 2 mon, but just is going to lock in that 8 pin pair.
Amy's got a very funny 2 shunt in here. That's the 6-mon triple uke shape, isn't it?
ポン
Yeah, potentially. I mean, it's really just double. It's not really like triple. Like technically you could draw a bunch, but like you just get 2 blocks in Manzu, 2 blocks in Pinzu.
Yeah. Okay. Alfred really wants that Dora Donkey.
Yeah, trying for it here. Oh,
G.
there's a chance to call too, so almost there for the Haruka Dora Tonki.
He's gonna do it.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, what else are you gonna do? Just take
Gee.
no 10?
Oh, perfect Ishan 10 for Amy now.
Nice one.
That's a weird draw for Clinton. It helps, but it. Okay, yeah, goes for the 2-2-3-4-4 shape, which is a very wide Ishan 10.
Blake also got into Ishan 10 here. It does have that door pair, so if dealer manages to find the way to Tempai.
Maybe Blake could even Dama. If actually no, there's no Dama way you could do here because Pimfu always required you to drop the Dora.
Yeah. Just for K10, I would probably pass it, but you could. It's a bit borderline.
I mean, with
I don't know. With
12
door 2, I'm a little greedy. What is there? So there's still the 2 pin left. I don't know. You could call. Wouldn't be crazy.
with 11 draws left, I think you have to call it 11 draws, right?
You don't have to. They just passed. I mean, it's borderline. Like the hand's really good if you win it, so you can delay it a little bit longer. It was more than 11. It was like when it came out, it was like 16. It was like right on the borderline. If it was 11, you would call.
Clinton is in Tempai for 2-5 on. No one else is in Tempai right
Home.
now. That's a funny thing. Oh, okay, yeah.
There we go.
Now.
And this has a Yaku.
Ooh, yeah.
6-0.
Sancho Kadora 2 on 6-0, which is 1 in the wall.
Doesn't get the Tsumo.
Con? I think
On
Clinton
for
cuts it.
Rinshan?
Come on, you gotta con
Gee.
this.
Let's go. Let's go. Oh,
No!
doesn't go for it. I think you go for that. I don't know why what you're scared of. Try for the Rinshan.
How much you gonna bet that Clinton after the game is gonna check what the Rinshan tile was?
I guess they're thinking because it would have been like 2 Han Rinshan. So I guess maybe they're thinking like I'm just happy taking my kid 10 points. But I don't know. That's kind of cowardly. Alright. Amy draws into a second Anko. We finally have a good dealer hand. This is already Ishan 10.
Ishan 10,
Like,
it's just that you're a bit sad for Tempai here because it's always reaching on me.
well, ideally, you might even break actually the penchant here.
Yeah. Could break 8-9 pin to try to get Tanya, but
Well, you
ooh.
definitely cut 5 pin instead of 7 mon because we just lose 6 mon Uki out of here.
Yeah.
5 pin's not really doing anything. But I like the 5 pin, so I would cut actually 9-8.
Yeah, I think I like that too because I want to force Tanya here. Huh. Oh, okay, now goes for the ugh. That feels so much worse now that you don't have the 7 mon.
Yeah, we'll see how this works. It might still be fine.
Could end up in some weird toy depending on how draws go, or Chitoy.
Speaking of Chitoy, that's 5 pairs from Clinton.
Yep, 5 pairs there. No Dora, but I guess if Clinton gets Tempai, probably might wait a few turns because none of those are really good Chitoy Tempai calls. Ooh.
Oh, there's the Tanyo.
For the funny Entotsuate. That's a funny draw for Clinton. That's a really funny draw.
Just gonna go ahead and Sumo Idiot.
Do you like that? Because that's such a funny hand.
I might. I don't know what I would do there. I think I would just cut one of the keep the Chito Ishanten.
Yeah, because I'm wondering if you drop 3-pin there. Obviously, that would deal in, but do you drop 3-pin because you would be Ishan 10 for a normal hand?
I probably would have dealt in a 3-pin.
Yeah.
But managed just to avoid that. For now, at least.
Dom.
Okay, well, there's the 7,
Well,
so yeah.
okay.
It was
Yeah.
gonna be tough when you're Chito Ishanten and you have all the red tiles.
Yep. So, okay. This is not a high value hand, but I can see the Renchan with the South Pong.
Yeah, he definitely a hand you try to call. And this is like what hand you even like I just autosuke with because you need the speed.
Guessing, would you call all 2-pin, 8-pin, and 3-so?
Yeah. Would I call 8-pin? Yeah, I would call 8-pin as well. Yeah, I would call all this. Meanwhile, we have 2 pawns already from Toyman, who does already have the Hatsu secured. Could potentially turn into Toy. The hand is actually kind of a mess here, but
I'm
yeah,
actually
hoping to go for Toy. I think if they're in from Clinton, if you just draw pairs.
Yeah,
There you go. There's a pair.
Yeah, because
Now we're definitely thinking Toy.
Yep, because I was surprised because Clinton usually, at least from what I've seen, he doesn't generally like 1,000 calls for open. Interesting.
Yeah, I would just lean into the Toy, cut the 5-pin there. Keep the West as another tile to try to pair up.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, because that 3,900 slash 5,000.
That's a door not go. Although you're also Chitoi Shanten. If I didn't go Toy though, this could be a massive. This is definitely like a Toy setup here. You already have the Onko, and then you got Sevenmon, Tom, and Shaw.
You technically have Honitsu outs too.
Well, not yet. You would need to draw like 9. Well, no, because you're just Tempai if you draw 9mon or
Yeah.
Pei. I don't think you ever get Honitsu, unfortunately.
Ooh, that's gonna be a point.
Yep.
Drops
I guess this is how
9-1.
you get Honitsu. Now, if you draw Pei, and then you would end up Honitsu.
Clinton is Tempai for 1k. If 1-pin comes out, do you think Clinton pongs?
No, I don't. I don't think so. That's a bit much. I know one says twice cut, but going down to Haruka instead of taking like Ryamen is pretty tough.
Okay, compare that to if Clinton draws a 2 or 3. So, do you think he changes?
Yeah, you would change if you were 2-3 so. But instead, Sumo's Forza.
Which actually helps a lot because if he doesn't sumo there, Alfred could win a monster Mangan or Haneman.
Yep. For sure, definitely worked out. South 3 now. This is a close game. No one's managed to pull out too far ahead.
Amy's got... this is one of those weird hands. Like, it feels like Chitoy.
You have 3 pairs in Doro, so you're at least thinking about it. It's on your mind.
That does connect the Dora. Are we very happy about that? Ugh.
I mean, it's an improvement. Yeah, you just hope to draw Drummond's and good tiles. No one's fast. No one's hand is too fast here.
Do you think Alfred's hand has a higher chance of getting the Sanshoku or Honitsu or just normal hand?
Maybe it could actually be Chinitsu. Yeah, you're not giving up that. Oh, Naiju Pei. Yeah, I would definitely cut. I'd not cut a Monzu here. Monzu's off the table. Just break one of the penchants. I don't think it. Oh
no.
That.
I hate that draw. I hate that so much.
I don't like that.
You're killing all of Itsu, Chanta, Honitsu. It's quote the efficient play, but I hate it so much.
It's not even the efficient play because like now you can't call.
Yeah.
Like, at least Bakahon gets you out of last, and you can turn Bakahon into Chinitsu if you get enough Manzu.
Ooh, Body not calling the south here. Oh, because Chito Ishanten, yeah.
Yeah. I've got a lot of Chitois these past couple hands.
Ooh, Alfred just eats Dora.
Reach.
Not afraid of it.
Well, here we go. Gets to the Chito Tenpai. I
Sixto.
don't know about 6-0 as a Chito
Yeah,
weight.
I don't. I'd even say 3-pin is a better weight.
I think they're both pretty terrible. And would just wait for almost anything else.
That would be a
before
way
Richie.
better weight. Oh no, that's dead. That's dead.
Yeah.
Have you ever done that? You see like the Yakuai, you only look at one or two people's pawn, and you're like, hey, this is one out, so I can take the Ricci, and then you
I
notice it's
think I
dead.
have done that exactly once.
Sumo.
Wow.
Ipatsumo.
I mean, we
That's
have
that's huge. That's above 30,000 points, and now that's a chance to jump into first as well. Man, this game is really, really close.
This is very bad for Alfred. He's 22k, which is not bad, but he's the only person under 30k right now.
Yeah, really has to try to win this hand. Oh, it's a nice 8-pin draw. This could be a nice dealer hand here.
I always have to wonder in Alfred's spot, do you ever open just for a 2k hand because you can't allow anyone else to win?
I don't really think winning. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it depends on the hand, but if I have the chance to be men's, then I'd rather try to get above 30,000 and just like go for a Ricci.
Yeah, that's fair, because it's always wondering, because the question I always wonder, because if you take a 2k drone off of Clinton, that's technically worth 7,000.
Yeah. So it depends on the hand, right? So like if that's all you can do, if your hand's only worth 2k, then sure, try to win 2k. But if you have a chance to go for more, I'd go for more. So nice draws from Blake here.
Ooh, Clinton, what are you gonna do? Okay.
Drops 9-mon. I don't know. That's pretty slow. I kind of just want to cut Dora.
Oh, interesting. You'd rather drop Dora here. Okay.
Yeah, because I don't know. If I draw like Haku Anko, I think I'll just be pretty happy to have 9-mon pair.
Yeah, I like that chi.
We're like ending up in Honitsu the same way. It's just I go like 9-so 9-mon, and instead of like 9-mon 9-so 9-mon.
I wonder, after you drop the 9-mon, do you ever drop the 9-mon again before the 9-so in case you get Dora Tunki or Dora paired up?
I don't think it matters hugely. You can do either.
That's fair.
Oh man. South paired up across the way as well.
Blake has a very funny... Ooh. Okay, sure. Oh.
I'm gonna go pawn into Ishanten.
And that's Tenpai for Clinton.
Yeah, this is pretty expensive as well. The Haku Honitsu. It's almost 7,800 points. That'd be pretty big.
A big thing here is no one can use 3-pin in their hand right now. No, yeah, if a 3-pin comes out, someone draws a 3-pin, unless they are actually folding, they have to drop the 3-pin.
And everyone's got strong hands. And then, so I don't know. We'll have to see when this 3-pin gets drawn. Okay, well, there's the first Ricci. As we get the 4-so draw. So that is Menpin Ricci.
Oh, but Amy got perfect timing. If that 3-pin came one turn earlier, I think Amy just deals into Clinton.
Yeah, that's true. The Ricci there being defensive. Haku comes out. That was a little scary. But it does pass. Maintaining Ishanten from Blake.
I think Clinton will have to drop the 1-pin to make it look like a Sotogawa push.
Actually, pushes the 4-pin.
What? I mean, it worked out
Well,
at
it
the end.
works out. Gets the hit. I'm not sure. Wow, 4-pin instead of 1-pin.
How is it's not that 7-pin was Scambu, was it?
No, 4-7-pin was live. That could have been pretty bad if the 4-pin delta in, but it gets away with it.
And now Alfred is in yikes.
Yeah, this is really painful. Now you do just try to drag someone below 30,000 if you can. Just try to get some nice hand to at least get some points back and hopefully bring someone below 30,000.
Yeah, I think you have to force. You might have to force open a 3-Han hand. Maybe I'm not sure.
Or you
Well-
can just like if you can declare Ricci, that kind of makes things easy because you just take whatever Roll comes to you, or if you sumo a Mungan, that is really good.
Okay, seems like Alfred is trying to go for Sanshoku with Itsu backup. I feel like that's been every single hand of his.
There has been a lot of those.
Drops the 2-pin hedging. Okay. I guess. Do I like that?
You've been
It's
good
just
when
that-
used for Itsu.
Yeah,
Well.
I was wondering, is 6 blocks better here? Because you almost never get the Honi. Sanshoku.
I would just go for Itsu instead of Sanshoku.
Yeah.
Personally. Although I guess you would have to drop a block for that. I don't really mind dropping a block. I would not drop the door block now. I think that's a bit much.
Well,
Okay, well there's a 7-mon. So
gets rewarded.
Are we gonna drop the door block? What are we doing here?
Probably.
At this point, you might as well.
What?
Oh, timeout. That is painful. That's a timeout for sure. And it could not come at a worse time.
Oh gosh.
That's a tilting timeout.
Yikes. That's a yikes.
Yeah, that is a yikes for sure. Couldn't decide what to do because it was a tough decision because they had to decide between the Dora Ryamen and the Sanshoku Ishanten, and now they're just like, oh gosh, what do I do?
Yeah.
It's a tough spot from here. Yeah, it could be a DC. We'll see.
Reach.
Oh, well, here's going to be a Tempai. If the 3-so picked up here, going to take the Champon, 8-pin 9-so.
Reach
Ricci
plus
Dora.
1. Okay. Alfred is there, but this is really bad for him because he doesn't want to fold, but he might have to fold.
Reach.
Oh, here we go. Chasing Ricci now. Second Tempai.
Ricci
1-pin,
Pinfu
4-pin.
1 with 4-pin for Takame Sanshoku. Oh.
Oh, but the 8-pin comes out instead. Oh, that's brutal. Had such a nice hand there.
Oh,
no, Ura 2! Wow! Oh!
Oh my gosh, Alfred is saved!
What an Ura flip!
Wow! Wow!
The Ura 2 Gyuk 10.
How did that happen?
Ricci Dora flip Ura 2. Get first place.
and because 2 people are under, that is essentially Alfred gets 5 points for folding.
Yeah, that's true. So at least that's the 4th place could have been worse. That was a really close game.
Yeah. That was 3 people over 30k until all less, and then Blake just dominates with the final Ricci plus 1 with 2 Ura. Gosh, that is one of the best places to get 2 Ura.
The double Gyuk 10 feels so good there. Especially when you were like yeah, you were basically because on sumo I'm pretty sure you dropped down below, so like to -3rd.
Yeah. So yeah. With that, Blake is now 4th place in the league with plus 92.2. Like, wow. Everyone in the top 5 has at least a 24% win rate, sure. Amy will still stay positive, plus 16.1 with a 25% win rate. Gosh. Clinton here, minus 6.7. Not in the demotion zone, which is nice. And Alfred here will be 17th, is that 18th place? I think we still have how many sessions left? 3 sessions, I think, and a half. So it's still a lot of time for Alfred to get out of the demotion zone. How'd you think of the game today, Lucas?
That was a real exciting finish there.
Yeah.
The Ricci battle, because that was I wonder if like you could ever justify a Dama on that final hand. I think it was like I can't remember exactly what the scores were. It was like Pinfu Takame
Pinfu +1.
Sanshoku, right? That was
Yep.
it. Did they have
Pinfu
Dora?
+1.
I couldn't
Yes,
remember.
they had 1 Dora.
They did. So it'd have been Pinfu, Dora, Sanshoku on the 4-pound. I don't know. I guess like when you're chasing, it's like you feel like you might as well just Ricci.
It's also first Ricci. It's hard to tell if they're even on a good weight, right?
Yeah. No, I guess you might as well Ricci when you're chasing.
Yeah, so I think that's just more unfortunate for Amy. Like,
Yeah, even if you Dama, you were just gonna deal in. Like you're just pushing in Dama.
yeah, like in ranked, you happily take that Ricci because you know you're not getting 4th place, so you're just gonna push anyways, right?
Well, I was trying to remember because Takame was first place anyways.
Yeah.
Without the Ricci. And I was trying to, in like one pin there was 2 left. But if you go like I think maybe Sumo Yasume or Yasume Ura was first. I don't know about Ron Yasume without Ura. So yeah, I mean Ricci probably made sense there. I was just thinking about it. That was fun though.
That is fair. I think that's the end. I guess Nathaniel, do you want to end us up out here?
Will do. Thanks again, Lucas and David, for covering those final games for us. And also shout out to Jeffrey and Dustin for the coverage earlier today. Fantastic games, entertaining, and excellent commentary as always. And for those who are interested in continuing to watch us, we broadcast every Wednesday evening in the U.S. Time zones. 5 p.m. Pacific is our standard start time, although sometimes we go a little bit earlier or later depending on when the games are scheduled. Certainly you can check out our website, AmericanReach.org. There's a calendar that has all the games that do get scheduled, so you can know what time we're going to go live. Also, on our website, you can register for the upcoming spring season. As David mentioned, we're about halfway through this season, so in roughly 7 weeks, maybe 8 weeks, the next season will start, and you'll want to make sure that you are registered ahead of time because the deadline happens a few weeks before the end of the season. So be attuned to that. Visit AmericanRicci.org for all that information. You can also follow us on our socials at AmericanRicci on Twitter and at AmericanRicci on YouTube as well to catch this VOD and all of the previous VODs of this season. Thanks again to everybody who tuned in, and we will see you next week for more Armel commentary. See you next time.